right. Let's get this show on the road. So, 11th anniversary countdown still. Make sure you're pre-registering if you haven't already done that. Should have already done that. Daily time. Look at all this wonderful treasures and free crap. We like free crap. Free crap is my favorite price to pay for stuff. Free. Their day of challenges. Today's gifts. We always go to the banner and get the free gifts. Obtaining free rewards. We like free rewards. Hello, San Carhouche. How are you? I installed Twitch for your live, sir. Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you. Axel Max, been ages. How you doing? How you doing? I've got some dual action going on. Nice and smooth on my other platform. Nice and smooth on Twitch. So we've got good stability on both. So yeah, we're in good shape. We're multi-streaming. Just looking forward to some new stuff coming out for the game. Enjoying, trying to coast by. Hello, Orange Lens. Hello, Bubble Tea. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. All right. So, if you are joining me on Twitch, if you get a crystal coupon, I will whisper it to you. If you're on YouTube, I need to pop it in the comments, and it's going to be, hopefully, folks will be respectful. I'll try to call out who's getting it. I do have crystal coupons pass out. I will be passing crystal coupons out during this stream. Obviously, it's more fun to do the quiz, but we're not going to do the quiz this time. We're just going to be like, hey, who wants a crystal coupon? So by all means, in chat, if you want a crystal coupon, let me know. If you are on Twitch, I will just whisper it to you. And if you're on YouTube, I will put it in the chat and call your name out, and hopefully everyone will be nice. So I need you prepared. Just as a reminder, oh yeah, let me pull this up really quick. I'm going to send you the link, everyone who wants crystal coupons. I'm going to send you a link on how you can redeem it. So if you prep that so you can do a copy paste as quick as possible, and hopefully, I mean, there's plenty to pass out. You don't got to, you know, wait your turn. Absolutely, Axomax. You can definitely get one. So here is Netmarble's official link for redeeming crystal coupons. So that's where you prep. Now, since you're on Twitch, Axomax, I will go ahead and ping you one right now. So I'm going to say whisper. And there is your crystal coupon. Enjoy, sir. Enjoy. Nice. Thank you from the Star Creator. 300 crystals. You ready? Absolutely, Bubble Tea. Here comes one your way. 1 second. Posting the chat. This is for Bubble Tea. Bubble Tea, grab this quick as you can. I am watching in both. Do you allow coupons of more than 300 crystals? So the way the crystal coupons work is, as a Star Creator, because I stream, my main platform, of course, is Twitch. As I stream and live stream and talk about the game and share it with folks, they reward me with 5,000 crystals a month for my own account. And then they give me the option to request crystal coupons, and they'll give me 10 every month. Each crystal coupon is worth 300 crystals for whoever redeems it. Now, you can only redeem one per month. So if you watch 5 Star Creators and get 5 coupons, only one will work for that month because they're locked down to the month. You can only redeem one. So unfortunately, every coupon is only 300 crystals, no more, no less. Sorry about that. But 300 crystals for free just for watching and supporting the stream and getting to know the game and talking with folks, you know. Absolutely, Bubble Tea. So if anyone wants them, like I said, go ahead and ask. I've got some more to pass out. I will be doing account reviews. I'm no longer going to be charging Twitch points, watch points. I usually do watch points. One of the individuals that usually used to watch me all the time used to say, instead of just doing dailies, seeing reviews and hearing opinions on accounts. By the way, there's an ad starting in 30 seconds on Twitch, so we'll have to wait for that ad to go away. But reviewing and talking about accounts instead of just seeing the same repetitive gameplay all the time was suggested, and I don't mind sharing my opinion. Just be aware that this is my opinion, and I will tell you why I would make those decisions and choices. Ultimately, you have to decide what is right for you and your account. Tira Cruz, welcome. What's the member code? The member code? So if you open up your account, you have your own member code under... So go to the main screen, right? Top left corner, click on your name and go to info. And then you'll see your member code. It's unique to your account. This way you can redeem it for your account. Big Surf, welcome. Good to see you. Yes, next for me, please. Yeah, Sandcar, hush, since you're on Twitch. I will whisper it to you on Twitch. Big Surf, good to see you. Welcome. I'm passing out crystal coupons. If you want one, just request. I'm just going to go ahead and give them out. We're not going to do the quiz this time around. Usually what I prefer to do... Oh, that's Axel Max again. Whoops. Sandcar, Whisper. There you are. There you go. Enjoy the crystal coupon. So basically what I had is I had like a link to Marvel questions, and I just asked random questions like, what does CTP stand for? And then everybody answers in chat. And there's an ad in progress on Twitch, so this is only YouTube is hearing this live. I'll wait 2 minutes and then I'll explain the quizzes that we do. So we'll wait for that ad to pass. In the meantime, I'm gonna check on my Tier 4 Captain America. I am gonna wait on the uniform because I got coupons, and he's mostly PvP. I just wanted to see what CTP I have equipped. I have no CTP equipped. Interesting. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is I heard the egg is good on him. I'm going to save an egg so I can refine it because I don't have any extra refined eggs. I usually use those as fodder. This, the new set coupons, or is this from last batch? This is a brand new. This is new this month. January, February, March, April. Oh, yeah, we're in April. Fresh off the presses. I do my best to pass out all of my crystal coupons before the month ends. Kang the Time Traveler. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. What is the use of the Odin's Blessings having both physical attack and energy attack stats? Is it for PvE or PvP? Best characters for it? So the main reason behind having the physical or energy is the same thing for stats when you're trying to roll up stats on uniforms. What it's doing for you is it allows you to put it on either type of character. In my personal opinion, where are we at? I think I have one that's not equipped. Energy, physical attack. So the Odin's Blessing of Balance is one of the worst Odin's Blessings in the fact that it gives you no additional stat. Every character in the game has their attack based upon physical or energy, but 2 characters. Both Hulk and Phyla-Vell, not Phyla-Vell, I'm sorry. She works with Doom. Why is my brain dying today? Victorious. They call her Vicky for short. I think it's V-I-C-K. Yeah, Victorious. So both Victorious. So what you do is you go to skills. Now, obviously, the info will tell you mainly. So the top stat says the type of attack they do, but their damage scales. So if you go to these skills, all of hers says energy damage 55% based upon hit points. Both her and Hulk do this. So if you look at Hulk's skills, so they're going to scale based upon, now he's a physical damage, she's an energy damage. They're going to scale based upon how many hit points they have. So bigger hit point pool makes them do more damage. All other characters in the game are going to be either a physical or energy character. Like Doc Strange says energy, and then all the skills say that they will scale on energy damage. Now, some of them are elemental characters. So, like, here's a physical character here, right? Physical character. Oops. Clicked off the game. All of these here based upon physical attack. And then you have you have some characters that are elemental, like let's take Jean Grey, for example. She is an energy character. She does energy damage, but her skills will do flame damage based upon the energy pool. So having more energy in your pool does more damage If it's elemental, it's still energy-based damage that... So this pull of 116,000, the percentage based upon that pull is the fire damage she does. So even elemental characters are either physical or energy. Again, the exception is Hulk and Victorious because their pull is based upon their hit point pull. Okay? So they're still doing energy and physical damage, but they're doing it based upon the pool of hit points. So by taking the Odin's Blessings that is both physical and energy, it basically means it can fill a slot for any character out there. It doesn't matter if they're physical or energy. They can get their pool of resources that the percentage is based off of larger. And there's no cap on energy or physical, so you can cram this stuff as high as possible. If you look at anything else, energy and crit rate, you are giving this only to energy characters because physical characters don't get any bonus. Having a bigger energy pool for a physical character does nothing for them. But this also gives them critical as well. If you go over here, all basic attacks is like saying both. That is both physical and energy combined. So there's energy, physical, and all attack. Energy attack, skill cooldown. So there's a second stat. So this, in my opinion, the balance one is the worst Odin's Blessing because you get nothing additional. You only get to use half of it. It's like having a single stat. In my opinion, this is a filler Odin's Blessing. So the characters you put it on is based upon how you have them fleshed out. So if you have characters and you have nothing else to put in the slot, okay, throw in an extra one because at least it's energy and it's better than a custom gear. I'm sorry, not a custom gear. It's better than an Uru. Having an energy Uru versus a balance. The balance is higher, and they can also be amplified. So the characters you put them on is the characters that are capped out on all their other stats, and you just want to get as much energy or physical as possible on them. That's the purpose behind them. Does that make sense? Let me catch up in the two chats. 1 second, please. Cool. Can I have one? This is going to help me big. Yeah, absolutely, Big Surf. I will whisper it to you right now in Twitch. Big Surf, whisper, paste. There you go. Enjoy. I redeemed the coupon. Thanks, sir. Absolutely. Hey, Senji Dun. Sorry. Good to see you. I'm passing out Crystal coupons. Still got a few left. If you want one, just let me know in chat. It would be very nice if some characters deals both physical and energy damage. I can understand that, but yeah, they're all based on either physical or energy. Okay, is that better for PvE or PvP? Both, actually. So the big thing is this. In PvE, it's all about damage, 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 damage. In PvP, it's about survivability. You want to out-survive them. So in the case of a PvP, I would say you probably wouldn't use the balance as much. You would probably use it more in PvE scenarios, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to fill it in and get an extra slot in there. 1 sec. Let's see. Yes, me next. What is the use of the... Okay, I answered that. Hey, Blaze. If I want to build PvP, what should I focus on and should my attack stat? So in PvP, and I'm not a PvP main, so my main goal in this game is AB. I love Alliance Battle. So I have some of the best Alliance Battle characters. Now, I'm not the best player. I'm like top 500 players, probably. I usually score pretty decently. I try to flesh out my characters. I try to really hone in on the PvE element, especially in Alliance Battle. Now, in the case of PvP, very general, very high level, I just want to get some of the rewards. So take this with a grain of salt. PvP is about the survivability. There are certain characters that are in the top 5 meta that everyone wants to build if you can afford it. They're all about... So Kang the Conqueror is an example of one of the top 5 PvP characters. So custom gear, conquests. Brilliance if you can get them, at least mighties. This clash is super effective. Getting up their stuff. Now, ISO 8 sets. I usually go Power of the Angry Hawk, POA, or Overdrive, OD. In most cases, those are good for PvE. However, in a PvP setting, you're better off with survivability ones like Binary Power and stuff because it gives you those extra hit point pools or the extra shields because you want to out-survive your opponent, but you also want to do your best to take them out. So you do need damage in PvP as well, but hit points and resistance dodge All of these are critical for surviving. In this case, this is not a very good build. Again, I don't focus on PvP, but I have the Odin's Blessing for double hit points, and then I have 2 hit point things. They really give him a deep hit point pool so he can survive. This is not a great build. Null. I've got some attack going on mostly with him. I probably should do a little bit more on the hit points for him. I do have some of these here, right, that are going to, you know, physical attack, critical damage. So I got some of his stuff flushed out, but I also throw in some hit points. And he has a greed. Greed works really well on him. Most of your CTPs for PvP right now, it's pretty much Conquest is the best for everyone. Some characters also work well with a greed like Null, and some characters work really well with an energy like Adam Warlock, which basically his second life comes back to life in like one-shots, so I have a mighty energy on him. But again, see all this hit point stuff. I focus a lot on hit points. They're not flushed out with Odin's Blessings because, again, I don't focus on the PvP. Does that help at all? That would be my advice and suggestions. Those are the stats that are most important for your PvP, in my opinion, is about dodging, resisting, and hit points. So you usually want to climb on those first. But again, some characters are designed, like Adam Warlock, you want to take out the characters as quickly as possible. So some characters, it is more about taking down the characters as quick as possible while surviving with like invincibility. Some characters need to have their artifact for the second life. Like some of these, like with Wolverine, he's almost worthless without his artifact. But with his artifact, the first time his hit points drop to 1 or below, it keeps him alive so he can keep going. And then I crank out a whole bunch of different hit points on him as well. I should probably have this switched. This is a dodge, probably have that switched. But you want to cap your dodge stats so they can stay out of the way. So he should have a cap dodge because he's better in PvP. Those are the stats that I would typically go with. Do you think the all elements +1 all attack works? The all elements +1 all attack. Oh, you mean the ones that have all attack plus an elemental damage? 100%. So, for example, my Storm. Again, attack doesn't cap, so you want to get as high as possible. So in the case of her, I have these here, which is what I think you're talking about, and it's all attack and lightning. So since she doesn't cap, getting both the all attack there plus her lightning damage, because all of her skills. Now be aware, when you talk about elemental characters, you want to go through the skills. So if you see stuff like lightning damage based upon energy, lightning damage based upon energy, lightning damage based upon energy, lightning damage based upon energy. I know I'm repeating myself almost annoyingly so, but all 5 of her skills do additional lightning damage based upon energy. So you're tapping into both of those. Those are examples. Same thing with Jean. The characters you want to watch out for. Rogue is not meta right now, but Rogue has got a mix. So she has lightning damage on some, mind damage on this one, cold damage on this one. She has 3 different elements. So putting an elemental Odin's Blessing on her, I don't think is a good use. It's going to waste it. Whereas Storm, every single thing she does is amplified. Jean, every single thing with a flame one is amplified. The elemental ones are freaking top notch for elemental characters. They're almost a must if you want to do as much damage as possible. So yes, 100% think those are worth getting. Having Psi energy is now fodder for glories. Really? I don't know about that. But, I mean, everyone's a little bit different. I try to get the hit point blessings to glories for PvP. Yeah, smart, smart. Sentry is top 200. 200? Sentry's like, I still think Sentry's top 5. So I've got my Sentry with a Brilliant Conquest on him. I have his artifact. And then I have, again, got some hit points on him. I got a lot of hit points on him to try to help with the survivability, everything amplified, all of this sparkly stuff, even though I don't have it like the glorious, the highest that it can be. Kang, Effin, and Sentry. Yeah, both. I think both Sentry and Kang are fantastic. In my opinion, top 5 for PvP right now has to be, I would say, let's see, Kang, Sentry for sure. Probably throw Null next, even though Null is better off with support characters. After those 3, I think contenders for the next couple spots would be Wolverine, Adam Warlock. Thanos is worth considering. And that would probably be some of the top We'll have to see how well... Captain America does with his new uniform. He might sneak in there. But I think those are the top ones, in my opinion. I mean, there's other characters that do well as also. And you have, like, niche characters in certain PvP modes. Like, Madeline Pryor has her niche modes if you have her. Again, you need her artifacts. Like, Wolverine needs his artifacts. Some of them need very specific builds. But you'll see a lot of repetition with a lot of the builds, with supports, without supports, with leads, without leads. All about that debuff. When is the P card chance up event? I don't know off the top of my head. It should be listed on the forum post for the updates. Is there a capped energy attack? No. So when you are talking about stats, if you go to details here, the physical and energy, you notice they're white. That means they're not capped. They don't cap ever. The yellow ones are capped. They can't go any higher. So if I show exceed stats, you'll see all this red. That's over cap. So attack speed is technically 150.47, but it caps at 130. So this 20.47% is wasted. It's extra. It's doing nothing. Same thing with critical damage. It's actually 261%, but again, it caps at 200. So all of these stats are capped. Not everything can be capped. Hit points can never cap, and energy and physical attack can never cap. You want to dump in as much as possible for PvE characters to really take out bosses and clear and farm as swiftly as possible. Let's see. Let me jump back and forth between the two chats. I got two chats up. It would be nice if some... Okay, can I have one, please? Thanks. Oh, Senji done. Sorry, did I send you one already? Did I answer your request? I did. You got one. Cool. Right? Is that recent? Is that today? Thanks. You're welcome, Big Surf. I'm not a top player, but I like ABX, ABL. Same. There's something gratifying to me about doing it. Which characters you using on Mutant Villain Day ABX? So I actually have a spreadsheet that I share in my Discord that I double check. So you're asking for ABX Mutant Villain. Okay. So let me tell you who I'm using and who's best, because I'm not using who's best right now. Some days it's better to swap, and I'm not very good at swapping. Let me find my Mutant Villain Day real quick. I'm scrolling through my spreadsheet because I don't have it memorized. Pretty sure I'm using Magneto. I'm using Magneto's leadership with Polaris and Mystique. That is who I'm using on Villain Mutant Day ABX. I don't think that's the best. I have a list of the best. Let me find those really quick. Where's my list? Here's my list. Villain Mutant Day. So apparently, according to this, the best is to use Magneto Mystique with Cyclops. Why would you not use Polaris? I think this list is outdated. I guess I am using the best for Villain Mutant. Yeah, I think what I'm doing is best. I am the best ever. Bow to my power. Yeah. Let's go back to the other chat. No cap on energy. Yeah, I mentioned that. I know what I'm saying is, have you seen the builds where all the Urus are all elemental? Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me. No, I have not seen builds like that. That's really weird. No, my ranking Sentry is top 200. I see. So your Sentry, when you go to your Sentry, the rank... That's why I was confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like top... Like, he's not top 200 PvP. He's easily top 5. What do you... Yeah. My rank is 19,980. But no, I've not seen the all-elemental Urus. I assume you mean Odin's Blessings, because there's no elemental Urus that I know of. Madeline. Hey, new Emmy. Welcome to the live. Excuse my typos. Yeah, no worries. You're good. You're good. Words are hard. I sometimes will, even when you type them correctly, I will misread them. So good times there. Lots of fun. Do you play Alliance Conquest? I do, but I don't do very good. Unfortunately, my Alliance is much more competitive than I am in Alliance Conquest, so I don't help very often. I attempt to, but usually it's fodder and they get cleared out. You haven't received the code? Yeah, Sanji done. Sorry, I'll give you a crystal coupon. I'll whisper it to you right now. 1 second. Whisper. There you go. Enjoy. – Crystal coupons. Got 4 more to pass out. If you want them, just ask. Oh, Bob Sarge, good to see you. Hold on. Kang the Traveler. Which stat should we concentrate on to make our PvP, PvE stats better? So, in my opinion, there's never just one singular stat. When it comes to, so let me go over here, and I will read the rest of the chat, so bear with me for just a second. If you go to your equipped cards and you go to view all effects, you can see all the stats. So you can see where your stats are at. In my personal opinion, PvE-wise, you want to focus on capping for all characters. Every character that is a PvE character needs to have cooldown duration. In fact, I would say cooldown duration should be capped for all characters, period. PvE or PvP. If your cooldown duration is lacking, your skills take longer for cooldown. You want to have the biggest bonus to use your skills as quickly as possible, as often as possible. That's the #1 skill for everyone. It's a no-brainer. It's easy to get. You can get it with your swords. You can get it with cards. Like, yeah, cooldown is 100% #1. I would also say that dodge is important for PvP. For PvE, dodge is important for any character that is using a CTP that scales from your dodge, such as rages. All your rage characters should have cap dodge. If you're using an anger proc where it does the percentage based upon your dodge, obviously you want that as high as possible as well. And that caps out at 75. It's pretty easy to get capped up there. So dodge is a fairly important one as well. Ignore defense, I think, should be capped for every character on your account, regardless of the game mode. So cooldown, ignore defense, top 2. Dodge is important for PvP and in most cases for PvE as well. Critical damage and critical rate is going to be useful in your PvP, but it's mostly about PvE. PvE, these are very critical. All 3 of these stats, attack speed, critical rate, critical damage, are important to get up. All attack and or physical energy. So all attack, obviously everyone on your account benefits from having your all attack as high as possible, and it benefits both physical and energy characters. Physical only works for physical, energy only works for energy, but you want to have your attack as high as possible based upon the type of character it is, and you always want to max out your Pierce, which is cards only. So those are the stats I consider to be the most important. I would also say max hit points is very useful for PvP accounts. Typically, most of the materials you get are from PvE. So I recommend building PvE. PvP is more endgame. When you have your stats, when you have your stuff coming in, when you have your stuff built out, eventually look at a second card set and focus that card set on your PvP. That's my opinion. Again, take all of this as an opinion, do additional research, get different people's opinions before you make any critical decisions for your account. But that's my suggestion for you, Kang the Time Traveler. Bob Sarge, great to see you. Been a while, man. Gene, Polaris, Cyclops, best with Lucky, Striker, best, and Villain, Mutant, ABX. Okay, cool. So I am using the best team. Sweet. Wait a minute. Whoa. You said Gene. You didn't say Magneto. You said Gene, Polaris, and Cyclops. Really? Gene's better than Magneto is right now? Huh. I'll experiment with that. I was not aware. So there you go. Bob Sarge, by the way, anyone who does not know who Bob Sarge is, he has his own channel on YouTube. He does videos where he does walkthroughs on how he does it. He is probably, I don't know, top 20 AB players in the world. So anyone who does not know who this guy is should pay attention when he gives advice. He usually gives it with knowledge and firsthand experience, as well as talking with some of the other top players in the game. I've seen this guy on open day. So today, most I can score is like 29 million with my Storm. This guy scored 40 million today in infinite AB mode. Like, dude's insane. So yeah, if he's saying Gene's the best, he's probably right. I would be very surprised. So I'm surprised that he's saying Gene because I was not aware of that. I thought it was Magneto. Just wonder for AC, should I keep my Captain America zombie uniform and weapon hex, or should I buy the new Captain America uniform? Bubble Tea, if you can afford it, I would recommend the new uniform. From what I'm seeing, there is a video by Cynic Alex on YouTube where basically he's a tank that just freaking soaks up damage, but he's free to play friendly. He's not meta. So keep that in mind. I continue watching you on YouTube. Okay, cool. Everyone bow to Sir Big Surf. Sir Big Surf is awesome. And you said, Sanji Dunsari, you said, I tried Jean with Lucky Striker. She is doing 18 million without any Odin's Blessings, and with Mighty Judgment, and my Mags is doing 18.5. Okay, and that's fair. Something to keep in mind, too. The way your characters are built is going to be a factor. So many people push and say, hey, you have to do these characters. They're the best. If your account or your ability to play them isn't allowing you to score the most, use the character on your account that you do best. And if you want to build that character, like here's the thing. If you have unlimited resources and you can afford to move stuff around and you can max builds, there are best characters, and those are the ones you should use. But if you can't, use who's best for your account. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. What's up, my friend Blade? Good to see you. Welcome to live. Good to see you. Yes, correct. Where's the crystals? Crystals. Hello, Raghav. Would you like a crystal coupon? Press like on the video. I'll take a code. Cool. So 2 code crystals coming out in the YouTube message. Here's what I need you all to do. If you could please, since I'm down to the last 4, be considerate of each other. This is the official Marvel Future Fight link to redeem your crystal coupons. I am going to send this first one for Rag. So this one is for Rag. Please let Rag grab it. And then I'm going to send one for Volume Dealer next. Unfortunately, I don't have a whisper option on YouTube, so it's kind of first come, first serve. So this one is for Volume Dealer. If anyone else wants one, I have 2 more crystal coupons to pass out. So Volume Dealer, this is for you. Please prep and do it as quick as, be prepared if you can. If you are not able to get it, let me know. And again, if you want one, just ask. I try to give them out. I want everyone to have them, but I only get 10 per month. Hey, Bubble Tea, try new Captain America. Is performance good? Crystal coupon, please. Calm down, calm down. You got one. Okay. Repeat. Nice game. Yeah, the game is awesome. I have all blue stars on cards, which is good. You want that. You want that Pierce for PvE. 100%. The blue stars are incredible bonus, especially with world bosses. Changing the color, obviously. What should I do? Card. I want one specific blue star without changing the color. You can't. You have to gamble. So what I typically do is this. I don't advise this because it's resource hungry. I will re-roll duplicate cards in my inventory. So if I can't get all blue stats with stats that I won't equip it. Because if you re-roll equipped, now there's other players, and there's actually veteran players who have the resources. They'll re-roll equipped stats and stars, but it hurts your whole account until you get it right. And sometimes what you're looking for is a unicorn stat. For example, on your cards, you really want the final star to be a blue all attack. That is your best option, and you want that on every card like I have. This way you can get your all attack as high as humanly possible. However, that's hard to hit. So just be aware, pace yourself. Do it in inventory first. This way you can roll it as much as you want. Just be real careful with that. Try the Elder One with Hela. And Iron Man back to basics with Sundrop. For what? For what game mode? 40 million? What am I doing wrong? So Bob Sarge is like, first of all, his account's insane. Second of all, I've never seen a guy play this game like him. Like, I used to talk to another top 20 AB player. I don't talk to him anymore. We had a falling out. But the two of them would go back and forth, and even he admitted Bob Sarge is a better player than he was. So it's not the account, it's his ability to play. So I guess he just has fast hand coordination. His reflexes are insane, but he's absolutely crazy with his ability to play. Rav, quit being rude. That's right. Thank you. Appreciate that, Volume Dealer. What's up? Yep. Please let me know if you're able to redeem them. Hopefully you're able to get them. Hello, Nickelhack. Welcome. Welcome to live. Omega Flight, MF Gaming. Welcome. Hello. Nice to see you. Venom is new meta for Combat Hero ABX. I am not surprised. Hello, said Sadzid, bro. I put in my name, then the code. So there is a, if you go to your account, and of course you can redeem it through here as well. You don't have to leave the game to do it. If you click your name in the top corner and go to info, you'll have an account specific username, right? It's an ID. You type that in and the code there, and it redeems it to your account. The other thing is you can go here and you can go to the coupons and redeem it to coupons as well. So you can go over here, you can go to info, you can copy your ID here, or you can go down to the coupon button to do it in-game. So if you hit coupon in-game, you just type it in. It takes you to the website, you just type in your code, you hit use 300 crystals, go to your account. And you can only redeem one per month. If you go the other route, you can copy your ID from the info section. Like I said, you could just hit the copy on the ID. I accidentally closed the game. Fun times. So both ways allow you to redeem it. So you can go through the site with your ID, or you can go inside the game itself by hitting the coupon things. Either way, click your profile name in the top left corner, click info, and either copy your ID or click the coupon button right there in game. Hey, Omega. Cool. Got it. No other comments over here. I am going back and forth between the two chats. Got it. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Absolutely enjoy. I've got 2 more crystal coupons to pass out. If you want one, just let me know in the chat. In either chat, doesn't matter where you're watching from, because, you know, I'm down with both chats today. All right. Let's see what else we have. I'm also, if you want feedback on your account or opinions, I will share my opinions. Just keep in mind that it is just my opinion, and you need to play your account how you want to play it. I will give you the information and reasons I make choices I do, but don't just change it because I say so. Do additional research, figure out what works best for you. I'm going to go ahead and use my boost points real quick. I'm going to do a run here on co-op giant boss raid. I always run Dormammu, and I always make sure I have max boost points, and I try to get as many of the souls of the Faltine as possible. So I'm just going to do a quick match start. If somebody needs a carry, I can do a carry. I can solo. You can bring garbage, and I can solo any of the bosses for you. So if anybody wants a carry. So I've got ×6 boost points. We'll go ahead and let this come out here, and we'll go ahead and get started. I will probably carry it, even with the lag. Is it that we can redeem coupons once a month or once in every update? Once a month. So all of the coupons that are passed out to star creators are month locked, essentially. Like, so for April, as far as I know, and I've had other people do it in the past, if you redeem one from me and then get another April one, another April coupon from another star creator, it'll say it was already used. Not because it was already used, but because your account already got a crystal coupon. I think this is to avoid people taking advantage, because technically if you went out to 5 different people and got 300 crystals from 5 different star creators, you know what I mean? Like, then you're getting like 1,500 crystals, which is unfair, because everyone should get the bonus is the point. And it's just to kind of spread out the joy. They used to give us 20 coupons. For a while there, they went away because some people were abusing the program. Some really shady star creators. And they finally brought them back because enough people asked for them. So they're just trying to make sure that everybody has a chance to at least get a nice little 300 bonus. I mean, 300 crystals is still nice, especially when you're free to play. I mean, anyone. I mean, who's going to pass up 300 crystals, right? Can you check my account? Absolutely. Absolutely. Give me your in-game name, and as soon as I'm done doing one GBR run, I'll go ahead and give you my opinion. When will you get mid-month? Oh, got it. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Thank you for confirming. When will we get the mid-month update? Sometime in the middle of the month. I don't know if there's an exact day. We know usually they come out around a Tuesday. So usually 2 weeks in. How are you, Alok, bro? I am fine. Gotta go. Have a great weekend. U2 Volume Dealer, thanks for hanging out. WhatsApp group for Hona? I don't know. And I will... Omega, give me a second. Yeah, Warrior Lock, absolutely. And XO mean... ha. Sorry if I thought I was being rude. No. It's... I know you weren't intending to be rude, but repeating the same request over and over when I'm trying to catch up with chat can come across as rude. Not a huge deal. Not getting kicked or banned or anything. It's all good. Just, yeah. Appreciate you apologizing. Apology accepted. We're all good. We're good. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. You're fine. I'll read chat in a second here. Let me just clear this real quick. It's going to be a quick clear. Yeah. I guarantee I did like 80%, if not 70%. Usually I can do about 90%. That quick of a clear, they probably did more. Yeah, 70%. I figured. Nice. And then you get all these nice bonuses here. And if you can, you get all of them. That's what you want. Always get your P tokens for your P cards. and always get all your souls of the Faltine. If you are farming, you always want to get all of these every day, and you want to make sure you're getting all your P tokens as well. Warrior Lock, yep, I will give you a review here in just a second. Let's see. Let me go ahead and send all these real quick and collect. I'll do little groups at a time. Not that it matters. Nothing else to use these on. I don't remember if you're on my friends list or not. Is there 2 A's there? Looks like you have 2 A's there. Yep, 2 A's. We are not on your... Okay. Could have sworn I've seen you before. I've seen you before. I'll review your account in just a second here. I'll give you my opinion. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Are you from USA, Mr. Jon Snow? Who's Mr. Jon Snow? If you mean me, yes, I am from the United States of America. Yeah, I understand that is a very nice approach towards fairness. Right. Let's see. Other chat. Sorry if I was being rude. Haha. Who? His name is... Isn't it? Whose name is what? I am very busy. How to get crystal coupon? Just ask for one. Would you like a crystal coupon? There is a statue of Hanumanji. So, Omega Flight, be prepared. This is for Omega Flight. Please let him get it. If you want one, I have one left. Just ask. Omega Flight, this coupon is for you. There you go. I've got one more to pass out, and then I'm out of crystal coupons for this month. Don't worry, I get them every month. Let's see. My in-game name is Warrior Lock. There's this. Yep, I got it. Is that last number 100? I think the mid-month update Luna Snow and Moon Knight will be OP for ABX ABL. I hope so. There's a very good chance. First of all, Luna's already meta with her seasonal Lily uniform. In fact, you can use her old uniform at ABX, and there's a special rotation that if you can master, does better than her new one, her Summer Lilac. But I guarantee she's going to stay in the meta. Moon Knight, I would be very surprised if he does not replace Winter Soldier. He is going to be a speed character now instead of combat, so he's probably going to be a replacement for Winter Soldier. Your name is a symbol of this. Oh, I got you. Hello, welcome. Are the coupons? Yes, I have one coupon left. Please prepare to grab it, as this is the last coupon for this month. I'm going to post it here in chat since I don't have a whisper option, so I need you to be quick. Please, nobody grab this. There you go. That's the last crystal coupon. We are out of crystal coupons for the month of April. I'll do a review here just a second. Let me catch up on chat. I want one, please. Absolutely. Can I again get one? Mine didn't work. I am all out, and yours should have worked unless you claimed it from somebody else. You can only get one April crystal coupon. So try it again. If you got one from someone else, you can always take your coupon and give it to someone else. Once I pass out a coupon, I do not re-accept them. Omega Ba, that is Sentry. Okay, that is all of them. Cool. Let's go ahead into the review. So I always start with cards. Those of you who are not familiar, I'm going to act like nice to know, sir. Okay. Just be aware. I cover the same content and repeat similar advice, so I'm going to do the same thing here. So you might hear repeats if you've seen other reviews. Just get over it. So, cards, always the most important thing. It affects every character in your account. It looks like you have 2 different card decks, which is phenomenal. That's actually smart. So, the very first thing I see here is you have a quality of 7, which is the best quality. You also have all blue. This is fantastic. We like to see this. Blue is Pierce. Having 5 gives you 5% Pierce on each card, which is 25% Pierce. This is very important to have. Now, White Fox and Luna Snow are easily 2 of the best PvE cards in the game. Guardians of the Galaxy is fantastic. Baby Spidey is kind of mid. And Cable you eventually want to replace. The big thing to keep an eye out for is, do you have the proc on White Fox and Luna? You do not. You do not. So even though you have a quality of 7, not having the proc defeats the whole purpose of having the card. There are many card options. There are many things to build. But the proc really sets it apart. Even though you have a quality of 7, I do highly recommend eventually re-rolling these cards to get that proc, because it is going to make a huge difference in PvE. Baby Spidey, I would replace Cable first. and then next baby Spidey. The next thing I look at is the blue stats and the secondary optional stats. I have an entire video here on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, check out my YouTube videos that basically walks you through what to do with cards. And P cards, the big difference between a P card and a normal card is the stats on the bottom of the card there under additional Pierce 5%. You have 3 orange stats. Every other card has 2 orange stats. An orange stat is locked. That means it will never change regardless of how much you reroll it. The bottom 4 stats are always the same number across every single card. The stat might be different, but it's always 5.1%, 5.4, 5.76. Every single card. The top 2 numbers and every star stat, which is at the very top, those are the stars below when you reroll them and craft them. The crafted stars are based upon the quality. So a 7 is 11%. I forget what a 1 is, but it's like, it drops like, I know a 6 is like 10. It goes down like 1 or 1.5% each time you go lower. So you want to have the quality as high as possible. So the next thing I'm going to look at here is your blue stats and your bottom stats. You have a physical in your random stats. That's good. Ignore defense is also good. Critical damage. You have 3 decent stats. Idealistically, you want the double physical and energy because, again, your energy does not cap and there's other ways to increase the other stats. So those are not bad. I would leave that rolling alone. The stars. Idealistically, you want the all attack on the last blue star. You have energy. So this hurts your physical characters already. Something to consider down the road if you ever get a replacement or a better roll. Your other stats, honestly, all are clean, good stats besides for maybe the physical defense. But I wouldn't re-roll it just for the physical defense. I would lock all your stars and re-roll that energy until you get a blue all attack. Just my opinion. White Fox, same problem. You have physical instead of energy. I would eventually re-roll that. Your crowd control, not ideal. But again, I wouldn't worry about that too much. The rest of your stats are clean. The bottom, again, very, very, very important to have that proc. I would re-roll this just for the proc alone. Over here, you have the all attack. Fantastic. Movement speed is your least good one. And I'm sorry, the resistor, terrible. The movement speed and the 2 resists, I still wouldn't re-roll it. I would leave them blue. Keep with your Pierce. There's not much I would do with this card. And again, eventually you want to replace it anyway. The energy attack, cooldown, bottom stats are clean. This one here, even though it has locked in stats, which are critical, there's better ways of getting them. You do have a blue all attack. And most of your top stats, besides for the defense, are solid stats. The bottom part, you have a critical rate, a physical defense, and a resist. Those are actually terrible, but because of the 7%, I would still leave it alone, and you want to replace this anyway. Luna, same problem. No proc. You want the proc. You do have your all attack and cooldown for your stars, which is good. Crowd control is kind of all defense. It's okay for PvP, but it's not something I would re-roll the stars for. I would leave your 5% alone on this, but I would definitely re-roll it for the proc. Your PvP set, which is what I'm assuming this is for. These are some decent options. There's probably better options than the Guardian. The Crescent's fine. The Quicksilver's fine. Like all the other 4 are good options. And you have them decent. Obviously, Pierce is probably better. I understand some people scale in PvP with Concentrate, but I would stick on the Pierce, honestly, because even in PvP, it's fantastic. You've got some all attack and cooldown. You do have a proc on that one. All attack and cooldown. Okay, yeah, you've got the all attacks going on all these, but this one. So yeah, this card set's not too bad. Having the option for both is not bad either. Let's take a look at your swords. So you're doing the best thing. You have 1 of each color. That's good. Obviously, you want to eventually get all your stones matching. The higher is better. Let's see how much cooldown you're getting. Be aware you can re-roll your swords. You're only getting 2% cooldown from your swords. You can actually get closer to like 10% cooldown on your swords by re-rolling. So something I would consider doing is re-rolling your swords so that you can try to get that cooldown as high as possible. Get that offloaded, your cooldown over here. You can take off pressure on your cards and some of your characters. You might even be using some Urus sometimes on some of your characters. Just keep that in mind. On a whole, not too bad. You just got to flush out some more cards. Let's look at character-wise who you're focusing on building. So you have Kang here with the Mighty Conquest. Good choice. You are amplifying. You have at least 5 stars on the Urus, all decent. Overdrive is fine. You have a tight match. Artifact, good stuff. Kang, no complaints there. Again, Greed, brilliant too. On Null works fantastic. You do have his artifact. You are, yeah, you're doing Odin's Blood. You're doing everything right here. Hawkeyes. I mean, you're probably using Hawkeyes for the cooldown. You can eventually change him up to a set like Overdrive or POA. So Overdrive, POA, and Hawkeyes are 3 different ISO 8 attack sets. What bonus they give depends on which one. Like one of them, I think it's Overdrive that gives, I believe it's attack speed. And then POA is the one that gives like critical rate or damage or something. And then Hawkeye is the speed. Your cooldown. So for the most part, I avoid Hawkeyes. It's not bad to have. It's fine to leave it alone. At least you're getting all of these up to 6 red stars, which is very important for your set. All right. Brilliant Judgment on Mephisto. That's interesting. Not a bad choice by any means. He's better with the competition if you have one. Flame attack, yep, flame attack on all of them. Everything's amplified. You could get 2 more flame attacks on him down the road. So, I mean, aside from like replacing your physical energy attack one with a flame attack down the road, I mean, you're doing fantastic on this build as well. Again, with the Hawkeyes though. Conquest, Brilliant Conquest, great choice. Yeah, no complaints here. I mean, for the most part, most of your characters are built pretty decent. You've got some of the main PvP characters that we were talking about earlier. I would consider putting an energy on Adam over the Greed. I mean, if you're having luck with the Greed, that's fine, but he seems to work better with an energy, in my opinion. Again, with the Hawkeyes. If you get more on your sword, you'll be better off. Dr. Doom kind of fell off. Having authority on him is fine. Just be aware authority is not like the meta, but neither is Doom, so it's fine. Scarlet Witch with a Rage. It hurts my soul that you do not have this reroll. You should definitely reroll your Rage on your Scarlet Witch. Right now, she is pretty meta in multiple PvE game modes, including AB. It hurts me, too, that you don't have that many Odin's Blessings on her. She's a very powerful character. I would consider fleshing her out. Silver Surfer kind of fell off. It kind of hurts me to see a conquest on him, to be honest, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not a bad choice for him. It's just he's not super meta in any of the game modes. Shalabal is even worse. Honestly, she has some co-op skill team-up options for some of the PvE AB game modes. I would not have a conquest on her. I would save that for more usable characters unless you have a surplus. Drastic Density is not a bad option. I don't know where you're using her that she would need to have a conquest. Thanos. See, I would put the conquest on Thanos, and I would put the authority on Shalabal. That's just me. Rest of this is perfectly fine. Yeah, not too bad of an option. Yeah, Apocalypse, you're probably not even using him. There's not much to say about him. Cable's fallen off, too. Energy's fine on him. This uniform actually works better with a Rage, but, I mean, he's not really meta at the moment, so I wouldn't worry about it. Madeline Pryor, that's fine. She's kind of a filler character anyway. Strife with a Conquest. Interesting choice. I mean, you're going to use him in a lot of PvP modes for support. That's fine. Again, Jean with a Rage, but it's not rerolled. It seems like you're PvP focused from looking at this. Mr. Fantastic with a Conquest? Are you using him in PvP? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not PvE meta, but ouch. Interesting choice. Wolverine with an authority. Oh, so you could put a Conquest or Greed on him. That hurts me to look at. I know you're using this uniform because it's better for PvP, I guarantee it, because the newer uniform is better for PvE. Again, with the Rage is not rerolled. Greed is fine. Yeah, your account seems more geared towards PvP from what I can tell. You have a lot of Rages that are not rerolled. There we go. Finally a Storm with one. I mean, not a lot of suggestions. I mean, you could focus a little bit more on PvE if you wanted to for farming materials. You don't really have terrible choices. Not a lot of advice to give you. I think you're doing pretty decent, all things considered. Yeah, not a lot else stands out to me. If you can get Loki's new hero uniform, he is actually meta for AB. Let me catch up in reading real quick in the chats. No new messages in Twitch. What do we got going on in YouTube? Thanks for the crystal coupon. Hey, got any coupons left for me? Blade, I did just pass out my last one to Stive. So unfortunately, I am out this month. Same thing. Rebaz, 3 mil. I am out of crystal coupons. You're welcome, Omega Flight. check my account? Sure. If you're still around, just confirm you're still here. I know it took a while to do that walkthrough of Warrior Lock. Hello, bro. Can you check my account? Played for a short time. I need advice for the future. Yeah. Let me check out Hunter B's first. If Hunter B's here, and then you'll be next. I am PvP player. That is very clear. My card stats is worst. Lol. I have only 22% Pierce. I got zombie card 2 days ago. Please check mine. I'll put you on the list. Which card exchange from zombie card? So for you, which one should you put the zombie card over in place of? The zombie card is like a PvP card. I would probably put it in place. I mean, it depends. I mean, you got to look at your stats and what you have your cards rolled at. See, I'm not really PvP focused, but I would probably over the Guardians or the New Avengers. I would replace one of those. No, Gwenpool. Get rid of Gwenpool. Yeah, I would probably replace Gwenpool with your zombies. That's probably what I would do. But again, I'm not PvP focused, so really think about it before you do it. Also compare. Like what dropping, like when you are equipping a new card, you can do a comparison and it will show you what you're losing from the old card. Make sure your account is not going to be crippled from the change in stats. Whenever you do change in stats, you might have to rework builds. So be very careful. This is for everyone. Be very, very, very careful when you switch up your cards. Please check mine. Which card exchange for zombies? Don't build waste. Card. NHI character. Give her M Rage or Brilliant Rage. Hi. Okay. I'll try to Brilliant eventually. You from the USA? I am. Yes. Blaze is from US. Tony Stark, please. Free play. Hey, Tony Stark. Yeah, I'll check out everyone's in a second here. We got to go through these one at a time. Rebaz asked first on the list, and Rebaz confirmed that they are still here, so I'm going to look at that account first. I want to try to do these in order based upon how the request comes in. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a list really quick, and then I'm going to confirm you're still here, and when it's your turn, if you're still here, I'll take a look and give my opinion. Please keep in mind that these are just opinions, and it is possible that I might be giving you not the best advice. I can only give you advice based upon my personal opinion, and if you want to question it, let's talk about it. All right, so Rebaz is going to be first. Who's the next person? Stive was the next one. Stive YT. And you're YMXXX. Okay. My card. I knew there was one other request I had. Sanji Dansari also requested. Sanji Dansari. Saji Sa. Okay, is there any other requests that I had for looking at accounts? I think I had one other. Yeah, Tony Stark. Tony Stark 24T also is requesting. Tony Stark 2827 with the space. Okay, I'll try it. All right, so I just got confirmation Rebaz is still here, so we'll start with Rebaz. Hey, Omega, you from India, knew it. What tier 4 should I get after Thor? It depends. It depends on what you're going for. 3x caliber. So Thor right now is not super meta in anything, but maybe World Boss. There's not a lot of places you're going to use him other than World Boss, honestly. So who you are building next will depend on what your focus is. Are you focused to farm, clear World Boss, GBR, or do you just want an AB character? There are some characters that are universally appealing. Usually you want to look for one of the free-to-play characters. I'll talk about some of the meta characters here in a minute, too. Venom's not a bad choice, actually. My Venom tier 3 with the rival skin. Venom is actually really strong. He's not necessarily top meta. Usually, when I recommend characters, I usually recommend Doctor Strange and Storm right now for PvE meta because they're usable in multiple game modes. Scarlet Witch is another strong contender for some of the top PvP characters to consider. I can't remember who all is free to play because I've spent over $3,000 US dollars on my account over the last 9-10 years. So just bear in mind that I can't always remember all the free to play characters. But again, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, trying to think of the better PvP characters. Storm, Hulk, Moon Knight has potential. Venom, Gamora's not bad. Gwenpool, Luna Snow, if you can afford her, she's usually pretty paywall, but they give a lot of free stuff away. You also want to think about teams you can build up to, like leadership, support, and strikers as well. Spider-Man Miles Morales with the seasonal uniform is meta striker, as well as Loki with his newest uniform. Loki is definitely easy to use and usable in multiple game modes as well. Thorwater is fantastic at World Boss. Hades is pretty usable as well. There's a lot of different options to think about and consider. Some are free to play, some are not. Let me look at Rebez's account, and then I will confirm the next person is here before I take on any of their requests. So, as always, we're going to start with the cards. I've already given the basic advice that I typically do to begin with, so you have the idea of what I'm looking at and why. So you have one card set, nothing wrong with that. The first thing that stands out to me, very low quality on your cards, and not all blue. Eventually, you want to craft all your cards up to blue. Ghost Rider is a fantastic card. Luna Snow, White Fox, and Ghost Rider are three of the better cards to have for PvE. Guardian's a really strong, good card. Black Panther you will eventually replace down the road, but it's actually a decent starting card for a PvE set. Let's look at what stats you have. Again, you are missing the proc. The proc is the key thing here. I will show you again what that means on my account, but you want to re-roll this till you get the proc. I don't like to settle for quality less than 5. So 6, 7 is ideal. 5 is tolerable. Anything less than 5, you should really re-roll, especially when you don't have the proc. Now, you're going to be losing those bottom random stats, but it's definitely worth re-rolling in the long run. You do have a blue energy attack here. Idealistically, you do want the all attack. You have a whole bunch of resists here. I hate saying it, but I would almost not lock any of the stars on. If it was me, crafting stars, I would not lock any. I would fully re-roll until I got that blue all attack and then work backwards. There is nothing here on your blue stats that are doing anything for your account. All of these resists are terrible. You only have 2% pierce from the card. It is going to hurt to lose that because it's probably your only 2% you have on your account, and losing pierce does suck, but in the long run, you want to build for the long game, so I would consider re-rolling and reworking that whole thing. Guardians. The bottom stats kind of suck. 6% is not bad. If you can, you want to try to get, it's hard to get. The energy physical attack is ideal. You have a critical rate energy attack, and it's a quality 6, so you probably should leave it alone if you don't have a lot to re-roll with. You do have the blue all attack here. Phenomenal. So you just got to kind of finish crafting this card. This one's decent. I would keep it for some time until you can get better stuff down the road. Luna, same thing. You don't have the proc. And you have a quality 1. You absolutely need to re-roll this. The only blue one you have is energy attack. You should re-roll that for the all attack. Because you'll have all red. The concentration is better for PvP anyway on a whole. So you want all blue down the road. There's nothing here I think is worth keeping other than the card itself. I would re-roll your Luna first before you touch your White Fox too, by the way. Same thing, you don't have the proc, you have quality 3, and you don't have all blue anyway. So this needs to be re-rolled for the crafted stats. This needs to have a higher quality, and you want to go for the proc on the bottom. This one over here, you have, oh, nice. You have the physical and energy. The double attack at the bottom is probably one of the best stats to get. This would be fine to leave alone for a while, other than the fact that you do want all blue. When you're re-rolling your crafted stats, you're going to lose that all attack at the bottom there. The bottom star, so right above where it says all resistance +4, you are going to lose that all attack. That is going to hurt while you're re-rolling it. In my opinion, I think you should work on re-roll your Luna. Once you get your Luna where you need it to be, then work on your White Fox. When you get those 2 procs, then you can shift over to your Ghost Rider. Then polish off your Guardians and then polish off your Black Panther by getting all the blue stars up. That's my recommendation for your workflow for getting your stuff better. So you're already making a mistake here. You have double purple and double blue. Idealistically, you want to have one of each each sword color. You don't want to double up any of them. I get it. Having the 2 blue here and the 2 blue here gives you 4 blue. Idealistically, you want to keep crafting, and you want to have a 6 stone of each sword down the road. It does take a while to get to. It can be frustrating. But keep your 5 stone purple, get rid of this purple, and replace it with either the red or the green, and then get rid of one of your 2 blues. You also want to re-roll to get some cooldown, because you can get cooldown on your swords, which is going to help. You have 3%. That's not bad. You can get that higher. Let's look at characters. You have Kang with a Conquest, which is fine. You have a Poa. So the biggest thing here is make sure that you have fully equipped Uru and or Odin's Blessings on your characters. If you're going to build a character, make sure you go all out. Also get some sort of an artifact on them. A tight match artifact, 3 star is ideal if you can't get their actual artifact for that character. Null with a Rage. Honestly, if you can afford it, pull that off. Rage is not a good option for Null. Null is a PvP character. Do not waste Rages on PvP characters. He works really well with the Mighty or Brilliant Greed. You can also put a Conquest on him. It depends on how many Conquests you have available, but he works great with a Greed. Rest of this is fine. You have it all flushed out. You have a decent set. ISO 8 set's fine. Conquest, great. Competition, great. You want a Mighty, though. The benefit from competition, a normal Rage is better than a normal competition, but a Mighty competition is better than a Mighty Rage on characters that can utilize the competition bonuses. So Mephisto is a very strong character in multiple game modes. You already have him built and fleshed out. Just get this crafted, like reforged. Reforge this for sure. Sentry, Mighty Conquest, no complaints. Just get an artifact on him. Same thing here. You want nothing less than a 5 star. Idealistically, like having a 3 star hit point on him, it's hurting you. You eventually want to get those 6 stars, and you want to finish out all of his slots. Conquest is fine. I still think he's better with a Greed, but Conquest is fine. Yeah, at least he has stuff equipped on all of them, and they're all at least 5 stars. That's fine. I'm not a huge fan of the Hawkeyes on any of the characters, but that's fine. Rage, you want to reforge it. Doctor Strange will freaking fly through content. He's a great PvE character. Storm, even better PvE character. Same problem, the competition, you need to reforge it. She's fine with competition. A lot of people do it. I have a Brilliant Rage on mine. Competition's fine with her. But definitely get that reforged. Cap, nice. Max hit points. So this is a proc. A 120% proc is absolute garbage. He's actually, with his new uniform, I'm seeing videos by Cynic Alex that has him with a egg. I honestly would put a reforged egg on him. Or something else, even an authority. But like this here with just the hit points and that proc, I don't think is going to be good for him. He's mostly PvP anyway. You already have him tiered 4. Obviously, you have to finish your ISO 8 set and finish flushing out your Uru. Rage is fine on Venom, just needs to be reforged. Nothing else wrong there. Double Flame with a 200. At least this is 200 proc. Okay. No real complaints there. Yep, Authority's fine on Spider-Man, PvP focused. Rage on Spider-Man Miles Morales. I think he's better off with the Judgment, honestly. But, yeah, Rage is fine. Rage, yeah, that's fine. He could also use a Judgment instead. Loki, same thing, just reforge the Rage. You probably just don't have enough Rages for reforging is what I'm assuming. Rage is fine. Ooh, that's painful. So not only is Hulk not super proc friendly, I know he can be if you're fast enough with your fingers, he's better off with a Rage. I would almost dare say Hulk, well, at least for AB, he's AB meta. There's days that you can use him in Alliance Battle to get max rewards on him. Not much else to say about a lot of the other characters that you have built or flushed out. Competition's fine on Nick. Nick is a great lead support character. Good choice there. Hela's got an egg. Interesting choice. You know, she actually works really well with even a Destruction. She's got better supportability, especially with her newest uniform. Not a lot of else to say what you have built currently. I mean, you've got some decent characters. Yeah, I wouldn't put a destruction on Gamora. For the most part, a destruction is almost the same thing as a typical custom gear. I mean, for the most part, you can pretty much use any custom gear with you can get all these stats on a normal custom gear. Destruction CTP at this point is not a CTP unless it's reforged, and it mostly works against bosses like world bosses. So for the most part, CTP of destructions are almost worthless. Gamora is actually meta in AB. She does a fantastic job, but usually either putting an anger proc on her or a rage. Idealistically, a rage would be a better option. Moon Knight might be someone free to watch. He's pretty free to play friendly and just got a new uniform. And Sharon Rogers can walk through World Boss Legendaries if you were to build her. Yeah, not too much else to say. Taskmaster and Phil Coulson are both fantastic support characters, by the way. So is Valkyrie. If you can get Valkyrie built, I don't even see her. Maybe I passed her. I know she's paywall. If you ever get the chance to get Valkyrie built up, her and Coulson are two of the best supports in the game. Enchantress with her new uniform is a really good villain support as well. So is Mephisto with his newest uniform. Just things to think about for the future, because it's important to have a nice roster of support characters to work things out. All right. Change. Hi. Tony Stark free to play. I didn't get it. Someone got it first. Are you sure you didn't already renew a crystal coupon this month from another creator? And if you really didn't, I'm sorry you missed out on it. Unfortunately, some people will snatch things. I don't have a control over that. If I don't have the ability to whisper to you on Twitch, I can whisper to you. I just can't whisper on YouTube, unfortunately. So I'm sorry you missed out on that. No Warriors got one from you last month. We'll try getting next month. And you confirmed you're here. What's the use of tier 2 advancement tickets? To save resources and get them up quicker. Usually if you can use the tier 2 on premium paywall characters, that's the best. So you want to try to save resources with characters that you can't afford otherwise. So be real careful on your advancement tickets. Some people like me have all the characters in the game and they're pretty much all maxed out anyway, so I just use it for BIOS myself. But for you, you want to be really selective. Hey Omega, you from India? I knew it. What tier 4 should I get after Thor? I have to look at your account. Venom, I think. Okay, yeah, I've read some of this stuff before. Sorry. I focus PvE mainly. Need practice. Use tier 2 ticket advancement. Normal, yeah, Mega H. I've got the tier 4 character selector, so that's mainly why I was asking. And that's fair. Use tier 2 advancement ticket. I'm next. Bro, wait for Moon Knight update. Yeah. I will be very surprised if Moon Knight does not. Moon Knight used to be AB meta, so I'd be very surprised if he didn't come back. Hey, Chad Hammonds, good to see you. Chad says, how is everyone today in Twitch chat? We're doing good. Just passed up my last crystal coupon, unfortunately. They went quick this month. A beginner needs some advice, please. Can you check my ID? Yeah, I can add you to my list. I am new. I've got 3 more in front of you, but I will check to see if you're still here before I pull up. And if you are still here, then yeah, absolutely. Captain Marvel 240. Please check mine also. You're already on my list, Sanji Dunn, sorry. Hello, John. Welcome. Lockie. I don't get it. You're proving that I'm pronouncing it right, I assume. Awesome. Takfere. Let's see. Stive. YT, you're next. Are you still here? If you are here, I will give you advice next. I'm not in your list. Please check. You are. So Stive YT, and then Sanji Dunsari, and then Tony Stark 24T, and then Sai Praveen H9Z. You are here? Cool. Let's look at your cards first, which is where I always start. So for some reason, I wish Solar was here so we can make jokes together. This new Avengers card, there's so many people equipping it. This is a PvP card. Get rid of it. Like, so many people use this card. Do not use this card. Not for PvE. And don't even think about hybrid builds. They don't work. PvE focus. Get your materials. Then think about a second card set. Luna Snow. You are also missing the proc. You don't have all blue. Obviously, when you're trying to roll your final blue, try to get that all attack. That's ideal. White Fox, same thing. You don't have the proc. Also have a physical blue for that last star. You want to try to aim at all attack on all your cards if you can. Black Panther is fine to begin with. You have physical attack, resist, and ignore defense. Those are not terrible stats, but again, I like to try to get things up to 5. You have to finish crafting this course too. Ghost Riders. Oh, you have the proc. That's good, but you only have a quality 2. So you want to re-roll this for sure. And obviously you want to finish crafting it as well. So my recommendation for you, get rid of the new Avengers. Just get rid of it. It's not a good card. Black Panther's fine. I would finish working on your Ghost Rider first. You want to get your quality up to at least 5 or 6 with the proc. Try to get your blue stars all up to all attack. So pretty consistent suggestions for most. You have one of each color. This is good. This is the way, as they say. This is the way. Star Wars reference. You're welcome. Let's see. Cooldown is the only really thing to look at besides for getting your cards crafted up over time, which can be hard. Your cooldown is very low, 2%. You can re-roll each of your cards. You can go through them one at a time with 6 stars crafted up and use your swords for re-rolling and try to roll higher cooldown. Consider doing that. Your account is 5 months old. Not bad. Okay. But still, don't craft that card. Replace that card. Nice. Storm with a Mighty Rage already. Poa. Obviously, you need to finish off your ISO 8 sets. That's pretty straightforward and clear. Knowing your 5-month-old account does make a difference. You have what I call a anger proc. Some people call it a mini rage, which is basically an obelisk, which has half. So at the bottom there, increased damage 1% per 1% of critical. It can be 1% of critical or 1% of dodge. That's not bad to have on a character like Hulk. Binary power, get rid of. Get him the attack set. You want Odin's Blessings or Poa. Obviously, Hawkeye's is also acceptable. In PvE content, having that burst proc from the attack sets is better to have. Binary power is fine for PvP characters, but not for PvE characters. Hulk, Titan is 100% PvE meta. So, yeah, work on that. Rage on Venom is perfectly fine. You've got the newest uniform. You have Poa. Good choices here. Iron Man's fine. Don't know how proc friendly he is, but I mean, energy is not the worst idea in the world on him. There is a better uniform option if you can eventually get it. Ghost Rider, Judgment, fine. Yep, nope, this is all good here. No complaints. Loki, you have the anger proc. Eventually get him a rage. He's worth it. He is meta in multiple game modes. Super easy to use. Thor, again, anger proc, perfectly fine for now. Starting out, that's good. You're working on now. Okay. You have the anger proc on him. He has value in PvP. Something with more survivability might be worth considering. Scarlet Witch with competition's fine. It just eventually needs to be reforged. Doctor Strange with a rage, perfectly fine. Obviously, we can get him up to tier 4. Cyclops with an insight, good choice, good support. Taskmaster, if you can get him a support CTP, that'll be helpful. Ancient One will work as a good leadership for you. Gwenpool would be good with an anger proc if you want to use her in some content. She used to be former meta. She's kind of fallen off. Nick Fury's great character, as we talked about already. Great support lead. Hela with the uniform, nice. She's actually worth putting on Destruction or something on. What you have on her here is fine. She actually has some pretty decent burst damage. Sentry, I mean, he's expensive. You don't need to worry about him right now. You have Shuri, great support character. Green Goblin, Red Goblin uniform. He used to be old meta, but right now he works as a lead support. Ronin's also a great support. You're doing a great starting job, honestly. I would probably... You weren't the one asking for who to build next, were you? No, that was someone else. With your account, if I was going to give you advice, I would say Tier 4 Doctor Strange and then Tier 4 Scarlet Witch for your next two because of who you have built already. I would say get a better CTP on Hulk when you can. Keep an eye on Moon Knight. If you can get Valkyrie. M'Baku, oof. So the big thing with M'Baku is he needs his artifact, and he doesn't have it. His artifact helps a ton. Having a liberation on him without his artifact kind of sucks a little bit. I probably would have put it on Shuri or someone else instead. Not end of the world. Ghost Panther is also a great support too. Coulson, you need his uniform to make him universal, but he's still phenomenal for heroes for support. And White Fox is one of the best leadership supports in the game. So White Fox and Phil Coulson, keep an eye on working on them as well. Try to get some more support CTPs down the road. Let's see how Moon Knight plays out. You might want to be investing in him. And Luna, since she's a premium character, paywall character, if you have any selectors to choose to give to her, she just came out with a uniform, or she will be coming out with a uniform this month. Keep an eye on that as well. Bro, check mine. Okay. Sai Praveen, you have asked numerous times. You are on the list. I need you to be patient. Hello, I play this game 3 years consistently. So please check mine. I will add you to the list. Bazi Muhammad 2059. And your ID is PUIEMUYIE. All right. Let me check. Let me point out something real quick for all those I'm giving card advice to. I am multi-streaming, Chad. I'm on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Finally got it set up with my OBS to stream on 2 platforms. So I'm reading multiple chats at once. So that's why you're not seeing them pop up in chat. Twitch is still my main streaming platform. But I figured it might as well like multi-stream since I'm getting more interactions on YouTube lately than Twitch. Like, I mean, obviously there's still folks that jump on Twitch. And if I give out crystal coupons, I can whisper it to folks, which is helpful. But it seems like there's more interaction on YouTube. So I'm like, oh, I'll multi-stream. And then I just bounce back and forth between the 2 different chats. Hot damn. Yeah, no, doing the best I can. So see, these are the 3 procs. Look at these procs. So when we look at these card sets here, like the White Fox, right? This has that proc. 5% chance, but it's going to give a 20% increase to physical attack. This one over here with Ghost Rider does an all attack. It gives a 20% all attack. And then this one over here with Luna Snow does the same thing as the White Fox, but it's energy. So with those 3 different procs, every so often in PvE, you get a boost of 20% of your damage. And if this all attack with one of those 2 can technically be 40%. I mean, that's a huge bump. Getting those procs is what makes them so good. I'll send you a link on how to set up Social Stream Ninja. I have no idea what that is, but sure, yeah. Definitely send me some info on Discord. I look forward to it. One second. I want to keep things rolling as we're talking. I'm going to do a Insta clear reel here, and then I'll go back to the next account review. Next one that is on my list is Sanjit Ansari. Obviously, I assume you're still here, but go ahead and confirm. You can have all your chats in one window. I know there's a plugin for OBS that allows for that too. Like it's like an ATM.TV or something that has a plugin. I have the one that just allows me to do the dual streaming. I will come back to the autoplay game modes, but I do want to do some auto clears real quick before I do more reviews. Catch my breath, all this talking, man. Whew. It's a joke. Yep, you're still here? Cool. Raghov, didn't I just give you a review earlier? Could have sworn we just passed review in years. Here, if I Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. And it doesn't let me Control Z back any further than that. Of course, it only saves the last edit. Ugh. Bro, please, I need only 300 crystals for Thanos. I literally just passed out my last coupon like 20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I don't have any left. Give me your game name again, Rag. And I will add you to the list. Let me just get a few more of these auto clears going on so we can move forward with today's progression of dailies, and then we'll go back to some more reviews and feedback. You can have all your chats in one window? Yeah. Fight you? Cardi Key, are you the one that we fought last time and you lost? Or have we not PvP'd yet? Can't remember. So many people. Alright, let's get on to the next review. Sanji Dunsari. Oh, yeah. And then we got a craft, because I just realized I'm not getting all of the stuff, because I'm maxed out here. I need to grab some cards. Alright. Franz. And grab, search. What? Sanji Dunsari, what's your username? The one you gave me does not work. That was you? Did you revamp your team? On anniversary, I have plans to fix my cards. Cool. Always good to have plans. Yep, that's you. I'm gonna have to scroll back up. Sanji Dunsari. Thought I wrote it down exactly like you had. In-game name. S-A... Oh, I added a D in there, that's why. There we go. What? What is this? Oh. The D is in the wrong spot. About to say this is somebody. Okay. About to say this is somebody who's never worked on their account ever. Let's see what we got going on with your cards. Okay. Okay. That not a bad set. Let's see if they're rolled up decently. Proc. Yes. See this. You get it. You have the 3 procs. That's important. Quality 4. You don't have the double attack at the bottom. You have the physical attack on your blue. Same advice. Down the road, you definitely want that all attack when you get stuck. I wouldn't worry about it right now. What do you mean this is not yours? You just said your in-game name is S-A-J-I-D-S-A. S-A-J-I-D-S-A. This is what you gave me. I'm confused. I'm very confused right now. Are you saying you want advice on this account, but it's not your account? Waiting for confirmation. Hey, Solar Wolf, good to see you. We're doing reviews. We just passed out the last of the crystal coupons. Yeah. Oh, you're saying the last one was not yours. Okay. Yeah, like I said, so the 3 procs is great. Like I said, down the road, if you can get a higher quality with the double attack, idealistically, and getting an all attack on the blue instead. Those all attacks on the blue is a huge deal. So you got physical, all attack, nice, physical. Yeah, I guarantee you're hurting on your energy attackers because of those 3 cards. But re-rolling blues suck, locking blues suck. It is going to be difficult, and you don't want to lose your Pierce. But at least you have your 3 procs. Baby Spidey, obviously, you need to finish. See, that's what you want down there. That freaking stats at the bottom, just if only the quality was higher. The double attack with a dodge is beautiful. Chef's kiss, but you really want it at a quality 5 or higher. And I still don't think I'd re-roll that. See, your cards are in a really hard place. Because any sort of re-roll that you do is going to suck. I don't know if I would do much with your cards right now. You might want to re-roll second sets in your inventory at this point because these are decent. You're kind of locked in at this point. Whenever I roll cards, I always try to get the last blue star first at all attack before I touch any other stat. Because if I don't have that blue all attack, I won't even bother at this point. So it can be frustrating. Sword-wise, you have 1 of each stat. That's good. Your cooldown. See, this is what we're talking about. Everyone I keep saying when you have 2 to 5% to re-roll your cooldown, look at this. 12% from swords alone. If you are struggling with... Words are hard. If you are struggling with cooldown, re-roll your swords. 12% is nice. Do this. Work on that. I'm just lucky with cards. Unlucky. Yeah, I don't have really good advice for you. I just know that there's definitely some stuff to work on. Enzo Goat, I'm not good at this game and free to play. Nothing wrong with that. If you want me to add you to the list, I can definitely add you to the list. I've got quite a few accounts to go through. I might need to start cutting people off. The whole stream is going to be reviews. And a lot of the advice is going to be similar. I'll add you to the list anyway. And then Obito Toby. Hey! Naruto fan. Nice. Madara Uchiha. We all know who Toby really is. Bro, check my ID. I'm a returning player. I'll add you to the list. It'll be a while. There's quite a few folks to get through. Obito Toby. NTO. Yeah. And then you are Madara. Oh yeah, look at that. You even have Madara as your... Yeah, you're definitely a Naruto fan. That's easily one of the best anime out there. Fight me outside if you don't agree. Facts are facts. You don't like it. Get over it. Let's see some of the characters you have built up. I am dying inside a little bit to see a tier 4 Kang with an authority. Authority is like old news. Replace this immediately with Conquest. Greed. We've discussed this is a good option. There's not any advice I'd give on either of those characters. Mephisto, it is a brilliant. Never mind. I'm going to leave that alone. I was going to say competition are really good on Mephisto. But you do have a brilliant. Yeah, there's not a lot I'm seeing wrong here. Even have a 300%. Beautiful roll on that. You stripped Thanos, I can see why. Judgment. Okay. Fair enough. See, you have Zeus with a mighty judgment, but you have all of these Uru blank spots. Equip that boy up. He's decent. Gene with a judgment. Interesting choice, but okay. Greed. Greed works well on Wolverine. Obviously, you have the ambush. I don't remember what the max stats are. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're building the right characters. You're putting the right CTPs on them. An energy on Dr. Octopus? I know he's not meta right now, but that's just a weird choice. Yeah, I mean, you got solid options here, dude. I'm not really sure if I have any advice. Like Sanjay Dunsari, this seems more like a flex than a give me advice. Why would you put a competition on Crystal? I get Crystal. You could have her instead of Kamala, but I don't know. I don't think she's worth competition. That seems painful to put that there. Like Storm, I get. A lot of people are doing that. Mephisto, I definitely get. Maybe even Loki, but Crystal? That doesn't seem like a optimal choice in my opinion. Oh, come on. Gamora deserves a rage. Come on. Yeah, swap this out. Come on, man. Gwenpool's out of the meta. Gamora needs a rage. Come on. She's meta now. Competition on Luna. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I don't really have much advice for you. I don't, other than getting that rage onto the right character. Yeah, you've got some decent options here. Yeah, sorry. I don't really have much for you. Seems more like a flex than give me advice. That's crazy. You know my country. Please check my re-entered my name. What's your highest gene stage blaze? Let me check real quick, and then we'll go to a few more reviews. I did not re-get your in-game name, Rag. Six, 59. I haven't unlocked 60 yet. Tony Stark, 24T. Confirm you're still here, please, and I will pull up your account next. Fight me, bro. Ah, I'm in the middle of reviews. You have to wait your turn. Actually, you know what? We can get a fight in while we wait for a confirmation. That's fine. Challenge? No, it's arena. It is an arena. Why is my brain not in timeline battle? There it is. Friendly match. Unless you defriended me. Who's this noob? There you are. Okay, well that's playing. Bro, Kartik is your name. Damn, bro, I'd quit streaming if this is what I had to deal with. That's part of streaming, dude. That's just how it happens. What's MFFAM? I don't know. Where do you see that? I'm collecting defeats after Annie. I turn into victories. When you play someone in a friendly match, doesn't count. Which state should I change my ID's name into Tsunade? I mean, you can. That's up to you. I don't live in Himachal. Dragon Son, what's your in-game name? Me? Blazely Dragon. With spaces. Who actually wastes a comp for one day? That's my point, Solar. I'm not trying to be mean, but why on Crystal? Please mine. Me. I'm up, Rog. I'd pick is Human Torch Red Uni. Waiting since 30 minutes. Bro, check. I am, my list is full. I don't think I'm going to take on any more. Tony Stark is here. Cool. You're up next. Oh, I won again. Cool. I think stage 70 is 6-star Artie. Might be 80. I'll get there. Should I unequip comp from Crystal? I would. I would not put competition on Crystal. you want to think about how many days you can use individual characters for. Like whoever has the most days or who does the highest scores to push it even higher, those are the ones you want to worry about. I mean, if you're not capping on the day, like I don't even know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like why? I don't understand. I just don't. Tony, is it Ton Stark or Tony Stark? Let's see. I feel like there should be a Y in there. Might have written it down wrong. Yeah, I wrote it down wrong. All right, Tony Stark. And we got 4 more reviews, and we're going to pause on reviews today. I'm sorry. There's only so many reviews I can do. Cards. Okay, get rid of the Black Widow one. That's a PvP card. I know it's a 7. And eventually want to get rid of the Cable card. And the Crest... Oh. So you got 2 PvP cards, an old best card, and then 2... There's nothing here that's really, 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 really good. Baby Spidey's decent. Black Panther's okay. Cable is okay for now. Black Widow and Crescent 10 are both PvP cards. I would recommend getting rid of both of those cards and replacing them. So, yeah, physical... Oh, that's not a blue star anyway. Mind Resist on the blue star. Ouch. Okay. All attack on the last blue star. That's reasonable. Oh, that's not a blue star. And energy attack. There's not a lot of options or choices here. I would just say get rid of your Crescent and Black Widow and replace those 2 cards. That's the big thing. You want to look for 2 things when you're looking for a card. The proc that it gives you, which is usually a choice of picking the best cards. And you want to look for what the locked stats are. This is cooldown and max hit points. I mean, yeah, you have the all attack. That's one of them, but it's only at a 5.1%. It's not one of the top 2. The top 2 stats scale with your quality. The third one does not. A 5% all attack is not that big of a boost. This card, for all intents and purposes for PvE, is worthless. And do not do hybrid builds. I will tell this to everyone. I've heard people intentionally do PvP and PvE cards for a hybrid. First of all, PvP rewards are not as good as PvE rewards. Second of all, PvP competition is very, very expensive, competitive, and hard to do. Third of all, if you half arse it in 2 game modes, you do half the ability you can in both of those game modes. PvE is where it's at. That's where you farm most of your materials. PvP is for characters that want to be super competitive or want to spend money on their accounts. So I personally would advise against it. This one right here, the top 2 stats is all basic attacks, which is fine, but all basic defenses. And then a max hit point locked in. This is just not a good card. The bottom stats, the attack speed, critical damage, and energy are all good. So replacing this card is going to physically hurt your account if you don't get the right card to replace it with. But it's just not a very good card. Over here, you have 3 orange stats that are fine to lock in, but there's better options out there. So this is fine for now. But having that last blue star be a resist instead of an attack is going to hurt you in the long run. You can't cap on your attacks, so yeah. Swords. Okay, you have 1 of each color. That's good. You even have a 6-stone red sword. That's fantastic. And you have a actually, yeah, you've got all 5 stones and then 1 4-stone. That's actually pretty decent. Your cooldown from your cards, which is the big thing I have folks pay attention to. Where is your cooldown? You have no cooldown on your cards. Oh my goodness. I would offload some of your cooldown requirements to your swords from your cards. I said cards earlier. My brain is turning to mush. Yeah, I would get some cooldown on your swords. Okay, Conquest. Reroll that. This is Kang. He's a tier 4. No reason not to have a rerolled Conquest. Null with Conquest. That's fine. He's fine with a Conquest. I would still prefer Greed on him. Mephisto, again, reroll this. This needs to be rerolled. Reforged, specifically. Sentry with the Destruction makes me cry and die a little bit inside. Get a Conquest on him. Sentry, as a tier 4, is one of the top 5 characters for PvP, and a Destruction does nothing for him. This is basically a glorified obelisk. Everything on this can be rolled on a normal obelisk. If it's reforged, it can be great for world bosses, but Sentry is a PvP character. He should never have a Destruction on him. Ebony Maul with a Liberation. Ebony Maul is a great support character for PvP, but for the most part, it feels like a wasted Liberation. I would save Liberation for PvE characters. It's not the end of the world to put it on him. It is a support CTP on a support character, but I think there's better options. Scarlet Witch with Patience has tried the last of my patience. I'm sorry, but this is horrible. No. Competition or rage only. Judgment's fine, but competition or rage, reforged. Scarlet Witch is fantastic in multiple game modes. Patience is doing nothing for her. Get that off her immediately. Surfer, I mean, there's not really much to do with him. Thanos with an authority, it's not ideal, but he's not top meta anyway. A Conquest and Apocalypse makes me want to die a little bit, because this Conquest should absolutely be on Sentry. Apocalypse is not top meta right now. If you can afford it, or if you can afford to buy the Unequipper and refixing your CTPs, get this Conquest on your Sentry immediately. Cable's kind of fallen off anyway, it's fine. If you're going to have CTPs, it's also worth rolling them up properly. At 140, when it can be at 200, is hurting your character. Your character can gain more. This Cable uniform also works better with the Rage. It is not very proc friendly. You can do it, but it's more difficult than it needs to be. Wolverine with Agreed is fine, other than the fact that you probably should reroll it. An Insight is a support CTP, so it should be on support characters. Doctor Strange is a main damage dealer. He should have a Rage on him. Get this Insight off of him immediately. An Egg on Deadpool. I can see why you might throw it there for no other reason, but he's a tier 4 character. I would get this off of him. Beta Ray Bill, likewise, I do not feel like is an energy character because he's not super proc friendly. Storm with a Rage is a fantastic choice. I just think you need to reroll it. Captain America with his newest uniform is more of a PvP character. This you could throw a reforged Egg on, and he does fantastic with his new uniform from what Cynic Alex was showing in his latest video. An energy is not going to help him. I would get that off of him. And again, a lot of these are not rolled properly. You need to re-roll to have higher stats on them. An Egg on Carnage. I mean, Carnage is kind of fallen off. Same thing with Doc Ock. I'm not sure why you're putting energies on some of these characters. Same thing here. Transcendence does nothing for Hulk. He needs a Rage or something. You have well-built characters, but you have, but terrible CTP choices on a lot of them. You really need to pull, same thing. This uniform is fantastic, and she can walk through world bosses, but she needs an energy. A Patience is not a good choice for her. Your CTP choices are really just not what you should be doing. Yeah, a regen on Black Bolt. I don't understand some of these choices that you're doing here with your CTPs. You really need to strip a lot of them off and redistribute them. This would literally take an entire session to make a full list on how to move your stuff around. These CTPs are really bad. I have a CTP video. There's some recommended CTP videos out there on YouTube, not just mine. Go through some of them. I would highly recommend you spend the $8 on the Infinite Unequipper for 24 hours and pull off these CTPs. Plan them first. Make sure you know where you're going to be putting them through, but take them all off and redistribute them, because this is not good. I've heard that Venom Mighty Comp is better than Brilliant Rage. Venom? Does his new uniform, is it elemental? I mean, not that competition has to be elemental, but why is it better? I mean, if it is, it is, but usually I've been trying to use competition on elemental characters for the most part. She only works with comp. I have more extra comps than Rage. Who only works with comp? I kind of lost which character. High class, no in school. I am not in school. Okay, don't play the roasting game of schools on me. Physics Walla. Today I found that AT selection happens based on top 16 AB alliances and not AC alliance. How effing stupid is that? It doesn't make sense. I only play with... Okay. All right. Let's keep the chat cleaned up a little bit. All right. What is the best card set for PvE? in my personal opinion. It's very close to what I have. I would say I could replace my Avengers with the one I have in my inventory when I roll it properly, which is the new Fantastic Four one. So, in my opinion, the Fantastic Four, with the proc, of course, and this card set with the Fantastic Four in place of Avengers, I would say that's the best card set in my opinion. White Fox, Luna Snow, Ghost Rider, Fantastic Four, and Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I consider to be the best set. Some of them are very hard to get, and I get that, especially the new Fantastic Four. Even this Avengers card is hard to get. Bro, you said you will review my ID. Come on, bro. You're so cool, please. Reviews don't happen in 1 minute. Please, since 1 hour. Rag, again, I've asked for you to tell me your in-game name, and it wouldn't have been your turn on the list anyway. You would have been after Sai Praveen. Sai Praveen, please confirm you're still here, by the way. And you will be next. Rag, if you give me your in-game name, I will get to you, but yeah, please stop spamming and repeating. He need early CTP removal event. Waiting since 1 hour. Where are you from, Solar Wolf? I doubt you waited an hour. A few minutes ago, you said you were waiting 40 minutes. And clearly Blaze is going through a lot of accounts now. My first ask was at 21:17. I respect that. Just need some advice. You don't have to spam it, though. I'm spamming Psych 8 it. Anyway, what's your in-game name, Rag? You'll be next after Sai Praveen. Who's spamming 8? What? Okay, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Tony Stark, like I said, don't feel bad. I'm not criticizing how you have your CTP placements to make you feel bad. I'm trying to be helpful. If you can, it's worth joining a Discord or someone with some knowledge or pacing yourself. Come up with a list of where you want the CTPs to be and why. If you want to go to my YouTube channel here, check out my CTP video. I kind of walk through why CTPs are good for choices, like why you choose them and how they work for certain characters. It will help you out. I definitely think it would be to your benefit to check them out. In fact, let me do this. Just to make it even easier, I'm going to go to my account right now, and I'm going to pull up the video and send a link, just to make it easier. Because there's obviously multiple videos. This one alone actually might be pretty decent to look at, because I'm pretty sure I cover some of it. This is from a year ago. It's not that old of a video. Check that out when you get a chance to. Obviously, I've got other ones too, and I don't mind answering additional questions. But yeah, you have a strong account. You have good choices on characters. It's just the CTPs is not going to work for them. I am thinking he give purposely wrong CTPs. He have 100% unequipped discount maybe. It's possible, I don't know. But either way, I mean, that's the advice I would give, is to move him. I ain't spamming. Give me your in-game name, Rag. Venom has GCR. Interesting. Captain Marvel 240 my ID. I am new and developing something confusing. And which character should I build? Okay. You are here. Cool. Yeah, you've been repeating yourself too. You need to be patient, man. It's cool. I will get to y'all as best as I can, and I will give you my opinion. And if you want to know why I'm giving the opinions I am, we will talk about it. I am here as a star creator to help you the best that I can. But I need patience. I'll get to you. Rag, you're next if you can give me your thing after I get through Sai Praveen. F4 works best with high instinct. Oh, good to know. Yes, I am here. Sent it. Sent it where? I don't see it, dude. I do not see it. I need you to send it again right now. Your in-game one. And you will be next after. Thanks. Absolutely. Good night, Blaze. You too, Sanji. Sorry, thanks for hanging out, man. Sent it, Blaze, and subscribe to you. I am here. I don't see it, Rog. Okay. Cards first. Okay. So when you are equipping cards, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, I'll go ahead and just pull up the video. I'm going to give you a video to talk about cards, because I think from looking at this, you don't understand cards. So this is from 3 years ago. Do I have a more recent one? No, I think that's it's 5 years. Yeah. My 3-year-old card video is the most recent one. Watch this video when you have a chance, but I'm going to cover some of the highlights right now. When you are equipping cards, you should only have P cards equipped. You have Baby Spidey, Black Panther, and the Uncanny Avengers. These are okay cards to keep. The Doctor Strange, both of them need to be removed. They're not really doing anything for you. Your P cards, when you're going through and selecting them, you should be looking at the top 2 stats at the bottom that are orange. Those are going to change with the quality of your card. All of your cards should be a quality of 5 or higher. I would not settle for less. Certain cards have a proc and you need the proc. None of these need a proc, so you can just reroll them to a higher quality and craft them. When you are crafting, you really, really, really want to focus on the very final blue star. You want it to be blue all attack. That's one of the most important things that's always going to help you down the road. The one with pound agent isn't helping me, Rag. Just put the whole in-game name and you will be next after this. Without P cards, I just keep for Pierce. P cards are good for Pierce, but you want to make sure that you have decent stats. It's all about building your account. See, look what you have here. You only have a 32% bonus on your all attack, 5% on your 2 energies. My account has over 100% bonus for the all attack. That means every single character in every game mode is doing 100% bonus damage from the all attack alone. That's not even counting the physical and energy. In many cases, because you add them together, it's like 150 plus. If you didn't get it, tell me another way to send to you. Right here in this chat is fine, Rag. I just need you to send it here. The whole thing. So when you're going through your cards, like I said, follow that video that I sent you. It'll walk you through what you need to work on and focus. It's not that old of a video, and there's very few new cards that are available. Blaze, the strange cards give a little pierce. Yeah, but it's 1.5% pierce on the one. This one, it's not giving... Oh, yeah, okay. So you're getting... Between the 2 of them, you're getting 3% pierce. When you craft your cards up, you get 2% pierce from, I think it's 3 blue stars. And if you have all blue stars, you get 5%. So 2 cards alone crafted up is going to replace this. Just to be clear. Just to be clear. Because losing pierce does hurt your account. Just to be clear. When you finish crafting the 3 cards you have equipped, get P cards in your inventory, craft them up, then replace. This way you're not losing the pierce. Anytime you replace cards, it can hurt everything in your account. So you have to be aware of what you're losing when you put on the new card and make sure that you can handle that on your account. What happens is when you have these 3 cards fully crafted with all 6 stars, you can't craft up these 2 Doctor Strange cards. They're locked in. The only thing you can do on these is reroll the quality. That's why I'm saying down the road you want new P cards so you can get the crafted stats too. That's the ultimate goal, is to get all crafted stats on all cards. That's why I'm saying down the road you want to replace these. Does that make sense? Swords. Awesome, you have 1 of each. That's what we like to see. Cooldown, 10%. That's a great number. No complaints here. I mean, obviously, you want to still work on your swords. You eventually want to have full 6-stone matching. You want, like a red with all red. You just work on that. That's luck of the draw. So, no real big advice here. Good stuff with your swords so far. You also said you wanted to know who to build next. Is that what you said? Was that your question? I am old, new, and developing, but something confusing. What's confusing you? Which character should I build? Okay, so to begin with, you have Storm. Storm is a great choice. Storm does great in PvE. You even have the Rage on her. If you can, obviously, reforge that. Venom is worth the new uniform, from what I can tell. He seems to be the new meta. Again, Rage is great on him for both uniforms. Apparently, he might be better with competition. But, again, reforge options. Thor is fine. I don't know if he's necessarily worth the Rage. He's fine with the Judgment. You're mostly going to be using him in World Boss. Doctor Strange, again, Rage, great choice. Hulk, he needs a Rage. I would... Now, the max hit points is a great choice because he scales on his damage with the max hit points. Because the more hit points he has, the more damage he does. The 120 proc, though, not only are procs not great for Hulk, in my opinion. If you can nail that proc every time, great, but it's a 120. Like, you want something that's like... I wouldn't settle for less than a 180, but obviously if you can get a 200% proc, that's your best option. But I personally would do a hit point one, and I would re-roll it to have like the anger proc stuff where it does a percentage of damage based upon dodge and or crit rate. That's the route I would go with him. Cap is mostly PvP. Oh, wow. Okay, I see why you're saying... Who would I build next? So you have the top 2 PvE characters. I think you should keep an eye out on Moon Knight, but if you can, I would recommend either Loki or Luna. Loki with his newest uniform, the hero one. Those two would be on the top of my list for building. I know Luna Snow is paywall. I get that. There's a lot of free boosters if you can get her free boosted to tier 4. If not, Loki. And then keep an eye on Moon Knight because he's free to play friendly and he's getting a brand new uniform. It's going to make him a speed character. If he ends up being meta, which I have a feeling he's going to be, he might be worth building. Keep working on support characters too. Dazzler is obviously one of the best choices for Storm. Gamora is worth building too. Energy, I still think it's rough, but I know it can be done. You need to re-roll the energy there, the 140. Get that up to 200%. She's worth building. Spider-Gwen is also very free-to-play friendly. That's a pretty strong character. So I would say if you have the opportunity to pick the paywall Luna, get Luna for sure. She's so easy to use in so many different game modes. Loki would probably be at the top of the list. And then I would say Moon Knight and Moon Knight or Gamora, depending on how Moon Knight is. Probably Moon Knight, then Gamora, and then Spider-Gwen. Those are the top characters I would recommend building for you. That's my opinion. Get different opinions before you spend on anything. Really surprised. Nothing for Scarlet Witch at all, huh? She's usually pretty free-to-play friendly. Bro, what? Sent it. What did you just say, Solar Wolf? What's that agent that you just said there? This kind of name, send it. Hey Blaze, hashtag agent, then without gaps. Is it really just hashtag agent? If that does not pull up a name, you're not getting a review. You know there's this other app called YouTube Kids. Can you check my ID too? I'm doing the last few reviews and I'm going to wrap it up. I've been streaming for 2 hours and I've got 3 more, possibly 4 more reviews to do. So if you catch me next Saturday, OmiX Carbon, I would be happy to check your account and give some opinions. Don't say Loki. That's how it's pronounced. Loki, Thor, Odin, Siv. Jak tala bara smolves isenskul. Enjak tala ekiver. I speak a little Icelandic, even though I don't speak it well. They're Icelandic names. I am not going to pronounce Loki as low-key, because that is not how the name is pronounced. If you want to pronounce it that way, you are more than welcome to. But I am going to pronounce it the correct way, because that's my people. I will say it right. Yeah, for you, Solar Wolf. No offenses. By the way, you know you can check speed type Moon Knight skills. Yes. But we don't know if he will actually be good until he's actually tested in the different game modes. That's when we will know for sure. All right. I will try to pull up hashtag agent. I have a feeling you're not giving me the full name. Oh, look at that. Doesn't match anything. Not surprised. Not sure why you don't want to put it there, though. You can always feel free to ask any question you want, and I will do my best to answer it, and there will be additional people in the chat who will give their opinion too. Anytime, for those just tuning in, anytime that folks jump in and ask questions, I will give my best answer, but always take it with a grain of salt, take considerations, ask the why, and we'll go from there. Fauzim Muhammad 2059, are you here? If you confirm you're here, you are next. If you do not confirm you're here, I'll go on to the next person on the list. I said that with all offenses. Suggest supports? Yeah. So in my opinion, there's some supports that are like the best because they're universal. They work with multiple characters. For example, Coulson, with his uniform that allows him to work for villains. Without the villain uniform that works for both villains and heroes, he's only a support for heroes. But Coulson and Valkyrie, Valkyrie works with any character in the game. Those two are the two best supports in the game. Hands down. Valkyrie, Coulson. Now, you have other characters that are niche characters that are good under certain circumstances. Like Dazzler is the best mutant support. Polaris is a fantastic support option for mutants as well. So is Cyclops, which also has a lead ability as well. Then you have certain characters like White Fox is the best leadership support character. But if they don't have the skill leader, like Luna Snow has and Spider-Man has, where you go to the details, I'll show you after I get confirmation here. Yeah, you are here. Cool, you're next. I will show you, actually, can I pull up details here? Probably not. It's fine. I'll show you after this. But there's certain characters that have the leadership skill. White Fox is the best one for. But yeah, Coulson, if you can get his uniform, especially with it being the discount coming up, this is the uniform I'm talking about here. It allows him to work for villains and heroes alike. Coulson and Valkyrie are probably the two top best. But then you have other ones like, there's a ton. There's a huge list of support characters. In fact, I did a video on it. Let me, for example, if I go to my CTPs, I can pull up some of them because I gave them all insights. So, like, examples of support characters. Agent Venom, niche, very niche. Dazzler, also niche. Nova, Shuri. Misty Knight for leadership. M'Baku, especially if you have his artifact. Nick Fury, Abomination. Yondu, Proxima Midnight. Satana, Angela, Taskmaster. Mysterio, Valkyrie, Morgan Le Fay. Ghost Panther. Phil Coulson, Black Cat. Those are some examples of some of them. I need to flesh out more, and there's definitely some other characters that can be better off using certain builds and certain game modes. Okay, same thing here. You have two PvP cards, Crescent 10 and Scarlet Witch Quicksilver. Both of these are PvP cards. I would unequip them, not get rid of them, because you have them up to a quality 7. You could build a second card set. White Fox, you don't have the proc. Luna, you do have the proc. So you don't care about the proc on this one. We don't care about the proc on this. So get, even though it's quality of 6, you really need the proc on this. And I get losing the critical rate and physical attack is going to hurt. I understand that. But if you don't have her proc, you are missing out with this card. All attack cooldown for the blue stars. Beautiful. All attack, attack speed. And ooh, that's some pretty decent rolls in the 3 of the blue stars here. This is actually decently rolled. Again, you just need the proc on this. So those two are great. This here, like I said, just unequip it. Unequip it and save it for a set. It does suck that it's a physical attack instead of all attack, but at least it's an attack. This is horrible. The resist on that last star, you can have more attack. I personally think the whole thing could probably be rerolled. Just having the energy attack at the bottom, the crowd control and the movement speed aren't really helping you much. But it is hard to get a quality 6, so I could understand that. Down the road, you would probably want to re-roll that blue star if you're getting stuck for the next level. It's not super, super critical. Scarlet Witch here, energy attack. Again, obviously all attack is a better option. The energy attack, critical rate at the bottom are pretty nice, and having a quality 7 is nice as well. But yeah, I would unequip those two and replace those cards. I would unequip them. I would not destroy them and override over them, though, because you have them crafted up with the Pierce. Get a second attack for PvP. One of each sword color. Good stuff. You even have a 6-stone red. Fantastic. How is your cooldown doing over here? 1%. 100% you can get this up to 10+%. I would reroll your cards, reroll your swords until you have higher cooldown rate. Let's look at characters. Kang. Oh, good stuff here. Mighty CTP. I don't even remember the clash, what it needs to be for the maximum. That's something Solar pointed out the one time. I should probably be calling out when people don't have them rolled up to the right whatever number. But I don't have them memorized, so. Brilliant Greed with Ambush. Great choice for Null. Brilliant Rage. Okay, I mean, it's brilliant at least. Good stuff here. And you even have some of the fire, Odin's Blessings, and they all seem to be sparkly. Good choices. Good choices. Greed on Sentry. I feel like Conquest works better on Sentry, but I mean, if you're getting luck out of the Greed, it's not a bad choice. Rage probably could be reforged. Nice. See, this is what we're talking about with Scarlet Witch. Ooh, you even have one of the Mind ones. You can get a couple more Odin's Blessings on her, but not bad. Not much to say about Silver Surfer. I would 100% pull this Mighty Conquest off of Shalabal and put it on Sentry. I don't know where people are using Silver Surfer Shalabal in PvP game modes. She's not really that good. She really isn't. Yes, there's a couple game modes you could throw her in, but I don't think she's worth a conquest. I've seen her used in PvE game modes for the co-ops for certain characters, but for the most part, I don't think she's worth using at all. If anyone has information to the contrary, I'm all ears. I want Change Crescent to Ghost Rider card. That would be a good move. That would be a really good move. But again, you might want to hang on to the Crescent for a PvP set down the road. Let me step away for one quick second to use the facilities. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. Check mine then. If you're still around, if there's someone else who misses out, OmniX, I will, if you're still around later. I said that with all of... that's scrolling back up. It's her choice. Check mine then. Seen mine if nobody there. Give your Discord. Sadness. Is Venom new uni worth it? As far as I can tell, yes. Venom's new uniform definitely seems to be worth it. Murder Dynamite. What should I improve to do well in World Boss Legendary? Hey, y'all. Venom new uni is crazy good. Yes, I'm here. They could all form up and become the niche Avengers. Please, what? You can be good storyteller by your voice. I actually do voiceover if you want. I can send you my links to the books I have on Audible. I actually have 3 different books out there, working on a 4th one for a different author. Give your actual in-game name. I want Change Crescent to GR card. Shala. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why so many people are using her. Just wiped her in AC. I got a lot of liberation. Help my support, please. Yeah, absolutely. So basically, when you're doing liberation and insights, every day in AB, because Alliance Battle is one of the main things I focus on. You want to have both of your support characters with one with Insight and one with Liberation. Reforged. So you ultimately need to look at each of the days and see which support characters are going to be opposite a character with Insight, and those are the ones you give to Liberation. And there's a lot of different options out there. I mean, these aren't perfect options, but for me right now, I really need to throw in some more characters, honestly. But I have got Liberations on Phyla-Vell, Red Hulk, Sin, Cyclops, and White Fox are my Liberation characters. I probably need to make a new support video and a new, this is who you build, and this is how you build them. But I'll get to that. Let's see. Let me go through the rest of this account real quick, and then I will go back to chat. Thanos, no complaint there. Zeus with a mighty competition. I'm actually having a lot of success with my Zeus. A lot of people say Loki's better, but Zeus, I do better with my Zeus than my Loki. Just kind of how it is. Cable, no complaints there. Rage on Jean could probably be reforged. Greed on Wolverine makes sense. Mighty Rage on Doctor Strange, again, makes sense. And for the most part, you're working on it. Okay, Rage. Greed, it makes sense for Magic. Nothing on Magneto. I know there's better options for Magneto. It's fine. Storm. Okay. With the Mighty Rage. Probably should be checking the percentage. 180%. You probably get that higher for the Enraged if you want to re-roll that. Lightning. Nice. You got the Lightning one on each one. Good. Good build on your Storm. Ares. Yeah, for swap day. I get that. Crescent with a Rage does make sense as well. Again, with are you able to land your proc every time? I get it's a 200% proc, but he's AB. I would rage him up. Like, I can't consistently land that proc every time. If you're landing the proc, fine. But if you're missing proc, you're missing out on your AB by having an energy on Hulk. So I don't get that choice. Rage for Venom makes a lot of sense. Rage for Invisible Woman, all good stuff. Gamora, yes, with a Rage, that's what we're talking about. Luna Snow with a Rage, and it's reforged to a Mighty. Oh, 200% enraged. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, there's not a lot of other suggestions I would make for the account. I think you're doing a lot of good choices. That could be re-rolled. The enraged on that could be re-rolled eventually. I would probably put an energy on your Sharon Rogers. So you have like what I call the anger proc there, the percentage by critical, but she is real easy to proc with. I would put an energy on her. I see you're lacking on energies though. Yeah, on a whole, you're not doing too bad. Pretty decent thing going on. Next on my list is Enzo Goat. Are you here, Enzo Goat? In TBA or AC, you can use Rescue, Shala with an energy and Wolverine. You can also use Wasp and Sharkface. But in Timeline Battle or AC, is Shala Ball really worth putting a Conquest on? Especially when you're lacking on them? Salutations, young man. Well, greetings, ABXZK1. I haven't been called young in a while. This is the oldest I've ever been. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Bro, Murder Dynamite, could you check mine and tell me what to improve? So right now with how many reviews I'm doing Murder Dynamite, I'm trying to wrap up the last 2 and get some gaming in since I've been streaming for 2 hours. But if you catch me next Saturday, for sure. If Enzo and Obito do not get their reviews done, I will squeeze both you in and the other individual who asked me earlier. But if not, next Saturday for sure. Hey, how's it going? Hey, good to see you, Savak. I'm at work, everyone, and everything is so loud. Fun. You have a job? Nice, bro. Gonna have to be playing again. Break's over. Loki is good for new free-to-play characters. Yes. I mean, that's how you pronounce Loki. It's not spelled that way, though. Man, giving someone crap for their accent. I see how it is. Jeg vet. Catch y'all later. Cool. See ya. Yep. I get ABX 18 million. No, she isn't by any stretch of the imagination. That's what I thought. Like, I'm not saying she's, like, completely useless, but it's just, yeah. Sorry, Karaki. I've got 2 other people who have asked. Let me find the person, since I'm not hearing from Enzo Goat. I guess Enzo Goat left and gave up waiting. What was the other person? Where are you at? Someone else asked for a review. I'm trying to scroll up. Bear with me. I didn't write down the name because I'm getting so many review requests. I'm trying. You know, I'm trying. I get it. Seeing your stuff up on the big screen and getting some suggestions is awesome. And I absolutely loved getting advice on my account when I used to talk to more players that were better than me. Now I don't talk to them as much, so I kind of miss it too. Ah, there he is. Ami X Carbon. Are you still here, Army X Carbon? I will squeeze you in since I have someone missing. If you confirm, you can have the spot, and if not, we will get this other person who just jumped in. All right, stop at the spamming of hi. You spammed a lot. Let's chill it out. If not, I'll have to bring out the band hammer. Murder Dynamite was the next one if Ami X Carbon's not here. So one more chance for Enzo Goat. If I don't hear from Enzo Goat or Ami X Carbon, then Murder Dynamite's next. And then Obito Toby. And those will be the last reviews I do for today. So yeah, Enzo Goat or Ami X Carbon. If either of you say something in the chat, you'll be next. If neither of you say anything, Murder Dynamite, I assume you're still here. You just said, okay, thank you. Okay, Murder Dynamite, you're still here, right? Confirm. If not, we'll go on to Obito. LMAO, you're probably older than me. I just enjoy calling people young man. Hey, no worries in that. So, I have no idea how old you are, and it doesn't matter. We're all here to hang out and enjoy the game. Hey, what's going on here? Not much. I did pass at the last of my crystal coupons, so if the name led you here, I apologize. But I burned through them pretty quick this month. Still, we're kind of checking out some accounts, giving some opinions, and getting some gaming in. Talking about the game we all love, Marvel Future Fight. So, feel free to hang around and share some thoughts. Murder Dynamite? Last chance? Okay, while we're waiting on Murder Dynamite, Obito Toby, if you are still here, let me know. You're up. You crazy, Solar Wolf. The crazy you should shut down rather than shut up. Okay, guys, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Let's all be nice. Bro, you're acting childish. Keep asking for a review, but you don't say your in-game name, then spam the chat. This is disappointing, Rag here. Okay. Last and final call. Enzo Goat, Ami X Carbon, Murder Dynamite, Obito Toby. If nobody answers, that's it for the reviews for right now. I guess we will check Kediki. We can check your account if you want, since no one else is here. Well, I appreciate you calling me super cool, but I just need you to be polite and friendly and not spam me in the chat, please. All right. They moved on. They moved on, so they missed their chance. Keriki, you still want your account looked at, right? Yeah, I could probably check yours too. Give me your in-game name, Proby, since the last 2 people weren't around. If I get confirmation from Keriki, I'll pull up his and then yours. If not, I'll just pull up yours right now. Feels bad to be pointed on. It does, so that's why we're just going to move past it. We're not going to hold grudges. It's just a chat thing. Okay, I'll get both of you. So, Agent, I'll do yours first. Actually, Agent, let me have you hang tight. Since you're on my friends list, you'll be easy to find. And then I'll do Prue 8 first. Mohammed 991. Just tell me anniversary plans. Sure. Again, these are opinions. Take them with a grain of salt. Let's look at your cards first. Solar, we actually had someone else do this earlier. There's some sort of a trend I'm seeing with people putting the new Avengers card in their set. So looking at this, 3 of these cards are PvP focused cards. So I guess my first question is, are you PvP focused? Because if you're not, you need to get rid of these 3 cards. Guardians of the Galaxy and the Amazing Spider-Man are really good PvE cards. But these other 3 are PvP cards. So you should pick a lane, maybe do a second set of cards and divide them up. That's my opinion for your cards right now. I don't do a lot with PvP, so I don't have a lot of opinions or suggestions on these first 3. I see that they're all quality 7, which is nice, and you're working on crafting them. Guardians of the Galaxy, I mean, you got a quality 5 here with critical rate and all defense. Those bottom stats aren't too great. I would re-roll them. I would try to aim for at least 1, if not the double attack. If you can get the energy physical attack is your ideal. And anything over quality 5, I'm sorry, anything over quality 4, 5, 6, or 7 I would keep. Finish crafting that as well. Re-rolling the crafted stats to get them all to blue. Idealistically, a blue all attack. Finish crafting this is fine. We've got a critical rate and then double resist. Likewise, even with a quality 6, I would still re-roll this. That's fully crafted in inventory. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, with these other ones, like I said, I just... So the first thing I would say is you want to finish crafting one at a time. It seems like you're split on the crafting here. But the other thing, like I said, is you eventually want everything up to blue pierce, and you want to separate out your cards based upon your game mode. Swords, you have 1 of each color. This is good. Cooldown is only 3%. I would re-roll this till you have at least 10% on your cooldown. Your characters. You have Null, Mighty Greed, perfectly reasonable choice. When you have characters like this that are thus flushed out, you should always have all of the Uru slots filled. And I would never put an Uru less than 5 stars, preferably 6. This critical rate at 3 stars should either be crafted up higher or just replaced altogether. Overdrive, not bad. Please make sure you finish making everything a red star to get the most out of your set. Sentry with the Mighty Conquest, great choice. Again, finish the set out. Okay, at least you have everything flushed. This is better. Everything's flushed out. Storm, worth reforging her rage eventually. Same thing, try to get these up to 5. Are you really hurting that much on dodge? Check some of your uniform options. See, if you need more dodge, again, you have like a 2-star and a 3-star. It's better to have 5 or higher on your Urus. Better yet to have Odin's Blessings, especially on Storm. Venom is worth the new uniform if you can afford it. Again, just finish your sets out. Authority is not super great anymore if you're going to use it. I mean, Black Widow is kind of very niche PvP. You're not going to use her very often. But at the very least, if you're going to have an Authority, reforging it with steel will help with survivability. Gwenpool, yeah, that's fine for Gwenpool. She's not super meta anymore anyway. Rage on Ghost Rider is okay, just finishing a set. Judgment on Thor is fine. Scarlet Witch, Rage again, could be reforged. Wolverine with a Conquest is okay. I like him with a Greed better. You'll eventually want to reforge those. Competition on Mephisto is perfectly fine. Yeah, most of these choices are pretty good. Cyclops with an Insight is fine. That's actually a good choice. Nick Fury with an Insight. Support characters with support CTPs is fantastic job. Hulk. What have you got on your Hulk? Okay, you got the anger proc, and that's fine. You have a max hit point. That's a good choice. Max hit point scales his damage. Critical rate's good to have. And then you have the mini proc, or mini rage, they call it, or anger proc is what I call it, based upon crit rate. You can have the dodge one or the crit rate one. That's perfectly fine. This is decent. Better to have a rage on him because he is meta, and obviously finish building him. Taskmaster, if you can afford the uniform during the 11th anniversary, Taskmaster is a decent support character. I think better with the uniform, but even without, I think has some decent supportability. Luna is hard to get because she has paywall. Loki, if you can get Loki's uniform, he's super user-friendly, free-to-play friendly, very, very powerful character, worth the rage, worth building out. I would recommend you work on him next for tier 4ing. Hela with her uniform actually does pretty decent in some game modes. Also works as some support. Phil Coulson, if you can get his uniform, makes him a support for villains as well. Even without that as a hero support, he's fantastic. He's eventually worth a CTP for support. Shuri's a great support character. Green Goblin can work as a lead support with this uniform. Ronin's a fine support character. Gamora, again with the energy, but at least it's rolled to a 200%, and it's a mighty. If you're having success landing her procs, go for it. I like her with a rage, but I get it. Ooh, Dazzler with the uniform. Definitely would think about a CTP, support CTP down the road. Agent Venom is a good PvP support character for Null. Moon Knight, keep an eye on him. He might be worth tier 4ing. He's free-to-play friendly. He has a new uniform coming out that makes him a speed hero. Civ kind of fell off as a support. Valkyrie is a fantastic support for heroes and villains. Consider a support CTP on her. Satana with the uniform is the best lead for Mephisto and also works with other characters like Jean Grey. Those are some of the things that I would think about and some of the things that I would point out that immediately stand out to me about your account. Let me go to my friends. They're all my friends. Where you at, Agent? All these people used to be in my Discord, used to talk to me regularly, and now I barely see any of them. Slackers. Slackers, slackers, slackers. Okay, what do we got here with the card? So again, this is a PvP card. Get rid of that. Next, consider getting rid of this and replacing it. Luna's worth keeping, and Ghost Rider. Those are two of the best 5 PvE cards in the game. Black Panther is not bad. Cable is so-so. And this one is a PvP card. You want to get rid of that. Crafting, you want to finish crafting up. Blue stars, as we keep talking about, the all attack is the most critical in my opinion. This is energy, which could potentially hurt down the road, but you're eventually going to replace it anyway, so it's fine to keep it for now. If you can get it to all blue stars to get the additional pierce. You go from 2% to 5%, you get an extra 3% just for one more blue star. I would probably try to finish that one off first. It's going to be hard and risky, but, you know, locking and moving forward is kind of what you do. Proc, yes, you have the proc and it's at least a 5. Yes, you have the proc and it's at least a 5. Good job on both of these. Go ahead and finish crafting those. Let's see what we got. We got a cooldown and a recovery. That's not terrible lower stats. We got a lightning resist, all defense. Unfortunately, they're not the best lower stats, but with the quality 6 and the proc, I would probably leave it alone. But you do want to finish crafting this. You got some reasonable stats here. That blue dodge and that blue critical rate are both solid options. You also have a blue ignore defense. Nice. You got some pretty good stats on this. You just got to get those last 2 to blue. Hopefully you can land an all attack. I hope. Cooldown blue. Nice. Nothing else there really decent. Honestly, I might just lock the blue cooldown and reroll the rest just to save you locking. I get losing blue stars can suck, but there's only one that's a really good stat. Like the other 2 are blue resists. And I think it's more important to get this one to an all attack, so I would probably just lock the cooldown and keep rolling to get a blue all attack, then land on any blues you can. Just my opinion, that's how I would go about it. So, and then same thing over here. I mean, you have an ignore defense blue, which is good. Obviously, your red movement has to be rerolled. And you have the energy attack at the bottom, which is not bad either. And then you have the max hit points, so you're doing okay there. Nothing super, super great. One of each color, that's what I like to see. Your cooldown, 1% is horrible on swords. You could easily get 5 to 10% cooldown on your swords. I would recommend doing that. It's going to free up some of the pressure from cooldown on your cards. Characters. Kang with a mighty, with Clash. Okay. Yeah, and you got the hit point stuff. I get it. Not a bad build. Not a bad build at all. Mighty Conquest on Null. We know how I feel about the Conquest versus the Greed, but it's fine. We know it works. Sentry, yes, with Conquest. That's what I like to see. Oh, yeah, you got him pretty flushed out. Doctor Strange, come on. You have a tier 4 Doctor Strange and he doesn't have a rage? Give him a rage, man. Give him a rage for sure. And finish off his overdrive. Oof. You have empty slots. Dude's still meta in AB and he still does great in even Alliance Battle and GBR. Like, come on. Give him some love. Obviously, reforge your rage. You have no Odin's Blessings on her. She's actually even a better character than Doctor Strange right now in PvE, but the two of them are some of the top PvE characters. So, yeah, just kind of work on some of the stuff here with the slots. Captain America, get the destruction off him. Come on. Jeez. Consider his new uniform. I heard it makes him an absolute beast in PvP, or at least a budget beast. Hulk. You got the proc thing, the anger proc. You got the max hit points. It's better than nothing, but he deserves a rage, in my opinion. If he's better with a competition than a rage, fine, but I would still put a rage on him. And get his new uniform. I think from what I hear, his new uniform's awesome. Judgment on go. That's fine. It's fine. There's not really many places you're going to use him. Rage, good. Rage unlucky. He deserves some Odin's Blessings eventually. Thor, again with the mini anger proc, that's fine. With the lightning, that's fine. Greed and Wolverine, nice solid choice. Liberation on Cyclops is fine. Insight on Taskmaster is fine. Good choices. What'd you put on Hela? Okay. At least it's a 180. 200's better, but that's fine. Mephisto. If you can afford to work on and build Mephisto for the anniversary, I would work on Mephisto and possibly even, get his uniform, get him a competition if you can. Fury's uniform is probably worth investing for you. Again, Gamora with that darn energy. Get it at least up to a 200. There's no reason not to roll this up to a 200 from a 180. And again, finish out the ISO 8 set and finish out the Uru slots. Dazzler's worth a support artifact. Keep an eye on Moon Knight, as you've been hearing. He just came out. He might be really wicked good. We'll find out. Yeah, it depends on where you're struggling most as far as what you get for the anniversary. But a lot of the anniversary plans I would consider doing would be like finishing off Mephisto. Maybe getting the uniform for Phil Coulson wherever he's at. Things like that. Yeah. Getting his uniform so you can use him with villains too might be useful. Mysterio has a nice uniform that makes him better. Obviously, if Luna can be selected, get Luna. Shuri is also worth potentially getting the uniform for. Miles is a seasonal uniform. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get that during the anniversary because it's seasonal. That's the main things I would say for you. See what I'm missing in chat. Ha, spamming junk. Those trash chat words out. What? What's going on here? Are you guys... Do I need to drop the ban hammer? Y'all better behave. Hey, 76 whom? Should I tier 4 this anniversary? I got 11,000 carbs, 4,000 seeds, 7k of currency. Yeah. Oh, whom should I tier 4? It depends on who you have on your account. Really. I have Mephisto level 60 and Sentry level 76. In my opinion, I would tier 4 Mephisto over Sentry. Because Mephisto works for farming in multiple game modes, Sentry's PvP. But he is also one of the top 3 PvP characters, so it is personal preference. I would still choose Mephisto over Sentry personally. Just because, like I said, I like PvE. That's my favorite game mode. So for me, that's the route I would go. Swapping Quicksilver 1 with Luna Snow. And the cause is board exams. Gonna replace them. Cool. chill, eat bananas, everything will be fine. Bananas are good. They have good potassium. They're good for your legs. That Solar Wolf got nerve on pointing out and chatting, bro. You got some nerve spamming nonsense. Should I take Venom's new skin? Yes, I would. Ooh. Like, study is not his good buddy compared to others. Me raging. So, Rag, calm down, bud. You are funny. How old are you? Don't fight. He know better English. He's spamming junk. There's trash chat words out of your mouth rather than pointing on me. Do we build support on native tier 3 on anniversary? What do you mean by build support? Hanks Kartik? I don't know what you're saying. I'll stop talking if you know you're underage. Thanks. Solar is a... Dude, come on, man. Put you in timeout. Putting you in timeout, bud. We need to chill out a little bit. Don't fight. He knows better. Do we build support on rather native tier 3? I'll stop. Okay, thanks. What does that even mean? Bro, I asked you a few questions. What chat language will... I'm sorry. I was reading the screen, going through your account. I should have paused, went back and forth. Says who? Don't you... Anyway, don't worry about it, Solar. We're going to stop. We're going to chill out. I doubt, bro. Go into sleep, sir. Thanks for the crystals and your valuable tips. Absolutely. Hopefully it's super useful, and I appreciate you hanging out. I have null level 70, so Mephisto. Just got to know you are a nutritionist. What do you mean I'm a nutritionist? I don't get that. Sandcar Hush. He is an Englishman, bro. Who's an Englishman? What does that matter? What does that have to do with anything? I'm not that old. I'm farming slowly. No, I am not aware. I assume we signed that. It helps that. Okay, Solar, come on. Clean up the language, bud. No, it's not. Thanks. I mean, you kind of right. We do have some Indian delivery people here. They get me my McDonald's. I'm not old. I'm slowly moving to pro. It's more like 90% of the delivery people. Sure. Whatever makes you happy. That's all right. We're done. We're done. I'm not sorry, though. What you gonna do about it? No, Blaze. Dismute. Haven't talked to an idiot in months. No. It's, yeah. We're putting him in timeout. We're gonna stop that in my stream. We are here to all enjoy Marvel Future Fight and hang out. I don't need this in my chat. Banana. Oh. I'm a nutritionist because of the advice I gave him bananas. No, I'm just old. I don't think I have the ability to unmute him, actually. I think he's like, when you put him in timeout, they're in timeout. For a one full person, you can't blame whole country. Yeah. Can't hold a whole group of people responsible for the actions of one or two. So let me get some of your questions relisted of anything that I did not answer. And I apologize for missing them while I was reviewing your account, Pru8. So Pru8, if you have specific questions that I missed, please go ahead and retype them if you're still around, and I'll do my best to answer them. So a lot of this stuff is going to be offline game stuff. What I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to switch to my phone. Actually, you know what? I might be able to actually play this with my emulator. So if I score 29 million, I'll take it. And if I don't score 29 million, I'll switch to my phone. So here's my setup for doing infinite open mode. So I like to use the natural born leadership of Cyclops, which is going to give that increase all basic attacks. And Cyclops here is also going to be running, so all X-Men plus 40% increase of energy and increased basic damage dealt to supervillains. And he also has a liberation, a mighty liberation at that. I don't think his artifact does anything. So, yeah. And then we have Dazzler over here. Now, Dazzler has a mighty insight. And Dazzler, that's self, all mutants increase basic attack by 25% Ignore target's dodge by 70%. Increase basic attack dealt to bosses by 65. So that's what I got going on here. So I've got both an Insight and a Liberation built up for Storm. Insight is good for Cyclops or Insight. What? Can I give a Liberation to Dazzler? Yeah. So when you're picking support characters, a support CTP is all you need. So it doesn't matter which one it is, but you want to have your teams. You don't want to have 2 Liberations in the same team or 2 Insights. Because if they have different bonuses, it can take the bonuses, but the base thing, only one of them will work. They don't stack. But they do stack with different Insights. So all this, all of this nice juicy bonuses here at the bottom, because again, this is for all allies, they're going to get both of those juicy bonuses from the 2 different support CTPs. So basically, the purpose of the support CTPs is for your main damage dealer, which in my case is Storm. And Storm has a nice solid build. She's got a brilliant 280, not a 300, but a 280. And the 1% of the 1%. She's got her own artifact. She's got Power of the Angry Hulk, ISO 8 set. She has all of this stuff amplified. We got this down here to 160. Everything's sparkly. So we got a nice build on her. So I can usually do about 29 mil after I do the inventory management game. Sorry, 1 second. I like to take anything that's 5 stars, craft it up so I can make it into a 6 boost. For a 1 full person, you can't blame whole country. He's putting Indian people back by 20 years. Solar, when you free learn about India and you country people what they doing in other countries like dancing and weddings in India. I don't hate Indians, I said all that stuff to make him angrier. Well, I didn't read all the details. Like I said, it was getting to the point where obviously I needed to step in because I didn't want all this stuff going on in my chat. At the end of the day... Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. At the end of the day, I know how you can get Solar. I know you like to push buttons when people piss you off. So that's why the conversation is over, because I know sometimes you will escalate it unnecessarily. So we're just going to move on. Enjoy the game, enjoy the stream, and leave it be. Oh, you heading out, Cardi Key? Cool. Well, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you had fun, and I will catch you next Saturday. Wish I got his Discord. Who? The guy who was spamming chat? Caught away from the mic, please. Caught away from the mic. I don't know what you mean by caught away from the mic, but okay. Oh, cough away from the mic. Did I cough into the mic and blow your eardrums? I apologize. I figured that's what he meant. He or she, I don't know by their username. I'm spreading germs. All right. I like to find the resists. Resistance is futile. For those of you who have been here before, you hear me repeating myself. But if you're brand new, I like to do all the resists because they stack next to each other and it makes it super easy, and I'll show you here in just a moment. So now when I go down here to the bottom, if I find a single resist, I know they all stack next to each other like this. So where do they start? They start here. So then I can do convert, resist, 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 and then just pop through all of them. Oops. And then I have 15 more of the boosters. So that's how I stacking up these boosters. I'm up to 409. Yes, it's a brilliant one sitting in my inventory. I'll get it eventually. All right. Now it'll let me play, right? All right. Let's see what I can do here on my emulator. Convert all. I don't want to convert all. I want to save some of that stuff. Probably should convert all, but I want to save some of it. Don't know what I'm saving it for. Kind of like a trash pack rat. He's going to slash me in a second here, so I'm just going to move around his attack. No! He wedged in the corner. I thought I could get around him. I just got hit. Let me try that again. As soon as you get hit, then he's invincible for a while and completely screws up your score. So that was going pretty smooth, though, for the most part. I was starting to get some lag the higher score I get. I can typically get to about 22 million around gore before I finally get the first purple attack. You don't want to get hit by purple. Purple is bad. I don't know why I'm not able to do some of these skills. I guess he's too far away. So frustrating. I am using a controller with LD Player, which is an emulator. I do like to play with the controller instead of using the touchpad on a phone, but I will switch to the phone if I cannot get a decent score. A decent score is 29 million or more. Highest score I've ever done on this is 29,900,000. Just shy of 30 mil. And it's because I just can't clear that next boss. Again, Bob Sarge. Actually, Bob Sarge was here earlier, Solar. You missed it. Bob Sarge can actually do 40 million, which is insane. But I definitely saw it. All right, I'll clear this boss, and then the next one is Gore, and that will, ooh, did not get the 7 in. The next one will be where I get the first purple attack, so I just need to make sure I don't get wedged into a corner again and make sure I can avoid it. Here we go. Run around him, and I can instantly start attacking. Do not get hit by purple. Purple is how you lose score if you are new to the infinite mode. They used to have 2 days of infinite mode, which is what I preferred because I absolutely loved... Oops, I dashed away and screwed up my... Yeah, that's going to hurt. Let's see if I can recover from that. I always find infinite mode more satisfying because you're actually eliminating boss after boss instead of just standing there. Oh, I hope I didn't just dash into that. No, I did not. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get hit by the purple attack? Did I dash into it? Because it looked like she did have it shielded. I might have just screwed up my my attack. Yeah, we'll find out here in a second. I'm going to probably have to switch to my phone. It gets too laggy on the LD player. But I always try because I prefer to play on the LD player. I really do. Oh, yeah. It's in the final mode and it's not on null. I definitely got hit. I definitely got hit. I usually get onto this final mode here on null. And null is the last one I can clear, so I still might be able to hit my 29 even though I messed up. Alright, I'm going to move around so he can't hit... Oh, no, no, no. Actually, I didn't need to move around because he wasn't doing his purple attack yet. This is the purple attack here. I'm wasting time. I'm so wasting time. Yeah, yeah. I can do a million more for sure. We're going to redo that. But I got to switch to my phone, so hang tight. Getting out my cooling device that wraps around my phone because it overheats. As you get older... It's very hard to see, and your fat, juicy fingers don't click the touchpad right. So let me turn on my phone, connect it to Windows, and then we'll stream from my phone for a little bit. Let's see, pull this down. Ah, the dust. It's getting in my eyes. I can't see. Oh no, oh no. Help! I'm blind. Okay, let's turn the sound down. We're going to close that for just a second. Let's pull this up. Where is the phone? Android is right there. Okay, so we are going to pull this up on link to Windows. Do not disturb. Load game. Loading. Phone link. Don't worry, the sound will go into the... It'll go in a second here into the actual speakers on the computer once it's actually linked up. There we go. And then I'm going to turn on Android. Now you should be able to see my phone now. There we go. Ta-da! All right. What did I miss here? Stream has given away some free games. Really, yeah, Bob Surge is here. I tried watching his Locky run. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, he's insane. So next AC round, do we get our characters back? I don't think so. What phone do you use? I have an S22 Plus. I've got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. You are card build. I can show you my cards after this. Let me finish this here and I'll show you. Actually, I can show you really quick because I need to go back to the game. Here are my cards. Here, we'll turn on some sound. We'll see how much of a lag I'm getting. Here's my card effects. So those are everything I have. I've got all 3 of the procs. You taking good care of it? Taking good care of what? My S23 Ultra, and it lags like crazy. My run's fine. It's just, I mean, obviously I have the settings turned down, but it's the stream that lags because it's sending the signal to my computer wirelessly because I don't know how to plug hardwire it into my computer. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know how. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, but no cooling device though. Yeah, I have the cooling device on it, which makes a big difference because it'll get as hot as a cup of coffee on me. I mean, it gets bad. That's why I bought it, but it's so hard for me to see, and I need specialized reading glasses, like prescription reading glasses. So there's prescription and magnification. Same beef for me, but I do not that score. So I will walk you through my rotation. So this is the best team, and I'll show you my build on everything, including cards, swords, and everything else after this. There might be some lag, so if you can hang out through the lag, I'm sorry. It's just for whatever reason when I stream from my phone. This is the other reason I don't like to stream from my phone. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop in, I'm going to switch to Storm, and then I'm going to do a 3 for a second, 5, 4, 1, 2. And then I'm going to use the co-op, and then I'm going to do another 1, 2. And then as soon as 3 is ready, I'm going to rinse and repeat. But this time I'm going to do a 1, 2, 6. Wait till there's 4 seconds left on 4, and then use a 1, 2. And then I start it over. 3, 5, 4. There's a co-op whenever you can. 1, 2. And I'm going to do another 1, 2. And then again, 3 for a second. 5, 4, 1, 6, because 2 wasn't ready. And then I'm going to do a 1, 2 here. Rinse and repeat. It's pretty smooth. Use 7 whenever it's up. Yeah, of course. Me turning down the sound because I started hearing the sound glitch out. So again, I'm sorry for the lag. Let me start it again. But that's the rotation. And the damage I do is based upon my build and my team build up and all that good stuff. So let's try this again. You can kind of see what I'm doing here with the rotation. Ooh, I did not mean to dash away, but okay. That's the other thing that gets frustrating. I cancel my 1 into my 2 right away to get the 2, which is the tornado, and to keep me on them. Because if I dash away with my 1, I can't pull off the 2, and you need to cancel it into the 2 so you can keep your skills charging your 6 as much as possible and stay next to them. Because the bosses just keep popping in. Some people use Mephisto today, and that's fine, but I find Storm is a better option, as do some of the best players in AB. Storm with this team up and build seems to just do better on a whole, especially her 6. When the boss is defeated and the new boss comes in, her 6 is still going off, so she's still getting benefit from popping her 6, whereas Mephisto, I don't remember if his 6 keeps going or not, but it's just, I know some of them, their 6 will actually get canceled when the boss dies. That is not the case for Storm. Okay, I think Gore's next. Yeah, Gore is now going to use his purple. He'll be the first one that I have to actually avoid the purple on. I know what my characters can do. I know the bosses I usually end up having struggle with and what happens when. And I did not mean the dash there, but it happens. I might be able to pop in one more quick. Yeah. And I should be able to, yeah, dash through and then avoid getting hit there. And then I'll immediately go back into the next rotation here. Oh, why is he not? Okay, about to say, skills go off. Come on. Okay, dash through so I don't get hit. Sometimes you can use her one to dash through so you don't get hit. It's hard to do, and if you mess it up, you can actually run into the purple. And again, if you get hit by the purple, they get a shield around their bar and take no damage. So making sure you're staying on them, that's the other thing with Mephisto. He doesn't seem to be as dodgy as she is. Making sure you don't ram into the purple is huge. Stay away from those, and then make sure you can get everything else in there, and see, you can keep just doing damage. But yeah, getting hit by a purple attack is the worst thing in this game mode, and it's easy to do. Okay, I'm too far away to use my 1 or my 2, which pisses me off because he dodged, and it's going to actually hurt my damage output. Now, I got a little bit of time. I can actually get in one more round and then use my 1 to dash away because he's going to do a jump splash damage. So you just get up between them. As soon as he hits, pop right back into your next rotation. So knowing which bosses do what and what order on their attack and how to avoid their purple attack can help you get a higher score. Usually I'll be on null here before I get into the point where I'm out of time. He also does that extra attack there before he does his purple, which can be a slash or the splash. Those are the splashes, but as long as you can keep away. So there's my new high score. And see, I'm still not on the extra timer yet. Ooh, is he going to do the slash? I don't know. I'm going to use my 1 to dash away. As long as I didn't get hit there, I should be in good shape. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape. Should be able to get in one more of these, and then watch out for this. Is it a splash? It is a splash. So I go over here, pop like this, and this should take him out or close to it. Can I take him out with this? Yes. Okay. This is the boss I always get stuck on. And this is why I can't fully get to 30 mil, because I can't clear this boss for the life of me. Okay, he's about to do his special attack, so I'm going to use my 1 this time to dash through. I'm going to try to avoid this purple attack, but yeah, see, there's my 29.9. Ooh, don't get hit, don't get hit. Okay, come back in, and see, I'm basically out of time. I might actually hit 30 mil. Oh, I hit 30 mil! It's the first time. It is the first time I've ever hit 30 mil, and you are all here to witness it. That is the highest score I have ever scored with Storm, ever. 30114,258. 30,114,258. That is fantastic. I'm super excited now. That's right. Bow to my power. There are 2 types of players. Blaze and everybody else who wishes they were Blaze. Okay, now I'm going to stop streaming on this, and I'm going to switch back to the less laggy LD player. Yeah, even with my USB cooling unit, it still heats up pretty good. But it makes it playable, and it makes it more manageable to do, so that's kind of cool. All right, let me get caught up in chat. So next AC round, do we get our characters back? I can't remember. What phone do you use? We talked about that. Show me your card build. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you my full build. Let me do that next. But yeah, no cooling device, though. Same beef for me. I do not that score. My Poco F4 GT survived for 4 years with battery damage, water damage, and still pretty solid. I don't know why an S23 Ultra would lag. Me neither. You have to do that score going to. I think you only need One USB cable to set up stream. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, I have a USB cable, but I don't know how to make it appear on the actual screen. When I do phone link, it does it like, I think it does it through the Wi-Fi. I don't even think it uses my USB dongle. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me confused. All right, let me show you my Storm setup build if you're still here, if you want to see it still. ZXR, do you want to see my setup? Or does anyone want to see my setup? Or do I want to wrap up the stream, or do you have other questions? Because I am going to wrap up the stream soon. Just the question is, do you want to see details about my account? Okay, apparently we're lagging. Spinning wheel of death and doom. I hope we get Jeff for free. Have my wife giggle in the background every time I say Jeff. My name is Jeff. All right. World boss clear. Team battle arena clear. Yeah. We'll do all that here in a second. So nobody wants to see that build or build up? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Jeff will be free from the... That's what I figured. That's what I was waiting for. Oop. I'm just clicking stuff. I should actually read these, but it's fine. World boss clear. Oh, I probably should have done this on my phone, too, because of the lag. Lagging like you mean it. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do those. Once those are half off, I'll just buy my way past those. I can't do super fast clears. But doing as high as you can get better stuff. Because it gets super hot after 20 minutes of gameplay. Yeah, that's true. So it eventually lags. It doesn't lag right away, is what you're saying. That's what you're telling me. Oh, yeah. The leadership stuff I was telling you all about. So if you go to, like, Luna Snow, for example, and go to details, you'll see these icons like the shield, leadership. So Luna Snow gets the benefit from the White Fox when she is usable. Bro. Welcome back. Hi. You and Solar need to chill out. Chillax. Will not tolerate. No. Solar. Behave. We're not going to do it no more. We are all friends here. I know. I'm just warning not just you, Solar. I'm warning both of you. Just drop it and move on. Tell him or else. That's dedication, bro. We should enjoy your gaming. That's right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to enjoy my masterful gaming. A little bit loud. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, okay. Staying in a random stream after getting muted. Well, yeah, because we're all here just to enjoy gaming. No one's pushing anyone's buttons. We're going to talk about the game. You are frozen, and now you will face the furious wrath of Luna Snow. Ooh, move away, move away. There's two of those, and then two straights. 1, 2. Now we go back to whooping his butt. Stand between, and then run up and stand between. Don't let the meteor hit you. After those two, he's going to splash damage right here. And we're going to whoop his butt some more. Whoop his butt like we mean it. We're going to run over here. Oh, my goodness. Run! Get it before he does! Oh, I got it already. Ha 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 ha! You can't handle the truth, son. Oh, move away from the meteor. We don't like the meteors. Oh, here's the last one. Get it, get it, get it. He's frozen again. Look at that, man. He hates me so much. And again, I can't do the 180 clear, which is unfortunate. I just don't do the damage. I don't have the damage output. I can't handle it, Captain. Don't have enough lithium crystals. Whatever they're called. Okay, snap your fingers, will ya? Snap your fingers at me. Run up here, run up here. Yes, we did it. We survived. Okay. Now, here's the X. Oh, now we beat you up. Now we beat you up. How you like them apples? How you like them apples? 9 bars left. You will face my wrath and fury, and we'll get the next Aether. You'll never, ever touch an Aether your entire life. At least in this walkthrough game thing here, because Luna's fast and slippery. She's slippery like ice. No! That could have sucked. Done. Done did. All right. And this is a public stream for everyone, so we should enjoy. I agree. Kind of best casual game, Solar Bro. Let's not spill the nuts again. Chill, my friend. He already is chilled. He hasn't... What has he said? He's been behaving. Everyone's behaving. No need to prod. We can ignore that. It never happened. We move on. All right. Like I said, not quick enough to clear the clear, but we are good enough for a clear. Now... Oops, I used the wrong team. It's fine. Now we are going to use Miles Morales, who has both lightning powers and Spjorder powers, because he's a Spjorder man, because we don't have just one. We have to have 50 million Spjorder mans. This is the sad thing about modern media. Instead of coming up with original ideas, they just spawn off the same character with different backstories. Most heated chat stream ever. No. Absolutely not. This is mild. So mild compared to the old days on Twitch. I have banned people before, and I will. I am going to enforce my rules, which is why, like I said, I have asked you politely, please, we're no longer going to talk about it. We're going to move on. I'm just going to move on. Note, Solar has not brought it up once. Time to freeze. 3, 5, 4, 6, 1, 2. I don't know. I don't remember if you have to cancel 6 right away. I can't remember. But yeah, Miles does work on world bosses, man. I've got a brilliant judgment on him too. Oh, I might die here. It's all right. We have Ghost Rider still. Oh, I did die. Oh my goodness. Oh, because he was doing that. So we're gonna do a 3. Slam the ground, 1, 2, 5, 4. I don't know if I can clear this on this stage with this team. We shall see. We shall see. No! Run and get it. Yeah. Hope you're happy now. You got your Aether. This one's mine. Back, you. Well, that's not good. That might kill me. Oh, no. Luckily, my artifact kept me alive. Yeah, I don't know if I can clear this on this level. I really don't. Oh, not after getting another meteor to the face. I definitely won't be doing that. Gotta go. Well, cool, new enemy. Thanks for swinging by. Good to see you. Hey, Blaze, are you only live on Saturdays? I am. I have a very busy week, work full-time, teach classes on Thursday nights, and got stuff I'm busy doing on Sundays, too. So I got a very small stream window. I usually stream for 1 to 2 hours around reset on Saturday. And usually I stream on Twitch, but today is the first day I did a multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So far so good, and it seems like the streams are pretty smooth. Teach. Yes, teach. Martial arts. Who else can I do here? I don't know if I can actually clear anyone else. Wait a minute. Why aren't we using you? Right? Superhero. Yes. Why aren't we using you? Much better idea and team. Let's try. Let's go for broke. I'm still here. Should I sub to this channel? Yeah, if you don't mind, it's up to you. I wouldn't mind you subbing to my channel. Follow me on Twitch and or YouTube, both. Whatever you want to do. Yo, you're Cobra Kai. Close enough. Use Kid Locky as striker for Ghost Rider. Okay. Sup? Not much. Solar, are you still here? He might have left. I hope not. Solar's a longtime friend. Oh, move. Run away. All right, we got this. We got this. No! I lost. I glanced over at chat for just a second. And, yeah. I got one-shotted. It's all right. I might be able to catch this up with my Beta Ray Bill, but we'll find out here. All right, we got this. We got this. That's not good. That's not good. Switch, 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 switch. Whoo! No! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Seriously? Come on, dude. I was literally locked down and frozen the whole time. I should have had that. That should have been a clear. I am here. Subbed. Thank you. I forgot that I needed to cancel the Minecraft server. Did you get charged again? Sup, Solar? What's up? Hey, Blaze, quick request. Can you play Night Begins to Shine on stream? It's a good song. Mostly they'll mute you for playing copyrighted songs, so unfortunately, no. I cannot help you. There is no help for you during these trying times. Where is Ghost Rider? Let's try one more time. I do want to wrap up the stream soon. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Woo! It's a long stream, man. It's a long stream. Five for a second, 4 into 6 instantly. Wait for the splashdown, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do a 1, 2, 5 after we pick up the thing. So we pick it up. Wait for him to run into the wall, because he always will. 1, 2, 5 for a second. I'm stunned. 7, 4, back and forth 3 times. 3. Throw in a co-op, 1, 2. And then rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 5 for a second, 4 back and forth. Pick up the last thing to freeze him and lock him into place. We're going to go ahead and pop the 6 on right here. Wait until he slams into the ground. And we're going to do a 1, 2, 5 for a second, 4, 3 times back and forth. 3. Let that finish, hit the ground, 1, 2. Rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 5, 7, 4, 6 right away. If I can get it off. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're going to switch because he's doing his stupid multi-attack thing. And we're going to lean on Beta Ray Bill for a second here. Waiting for Thor to come off cooldown. Oof. Remember, 2 attacks, 2 attacks. And he's going to do a splash attack where he jumps on you. Come on over. Come play. Lock you down again. See, my plan is coming together. Isn't that shocking? See what I did there? Because of lightning damage. Isn't it crazy what happens when I don't die? Ooh. No meteors to the face, please. I'll wait for him to come to me because he always runs wherever the Aether was. And that's a clear. That is a clear. In Europe, where? Let me guess, UK. Nope. Pretty close, though. France. No, Lithuania. Or Nordic countries. My family's from Nordic countries. Well, I'm a mutt, but, you know. Sharon Rogers could have done the trick. Yeah, if you play her right. I struggle with Sharon Rogers. Now, I have Sharon Rogers on my Luna Snow team, so she's gone for the day. But if you don't collect the damage and release the damage, it sucks. So you said Loki's a better striker for Ghost Rider? I'll try it. What about for Miles? Well, oh, I don't have one for him at all. Well, Ghost Rider is obviously... Usually you want to switch to the older uniform. That's a better striker for world bosses, but, you know, that is what it is. I'll try one more time with Miles to see if I can get this clear. I don't think it's going to happen, but I do want to try. Did you really Google how to say hi in Lithuania? Rag, I need you to leave Solar alone. I feel like you're poking the bear. I'll let Solar defend himself. If Solar wants to talk to you, that's fine, but I feel like you're intentionally centering him out now because of your interaction. I do not want no drama on my channel. I'll wait for him. Oh, that's not good. Now you're frozen in time. What are you gonna do about that? Oh, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm not sure this is gonna happen. Still willing to try it, though. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Ooh, I survived it. Don't know how, but I did. Miles Morales and Sharon Rogers are supposed to be the two best World Boss Legendaries clearers in the game. I still argue Thor is a close third. Ah, wasted my 6. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I don't know if I can survive that or not. Oh, I can. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna clear this. I'll be darned. I might get squished here. Yeah, I got squished. I got squished! It's alright. We're gonna make this work anyway. With Ghost Rider, with 1 bar left. There we go. We got it. Clear's a clear. Oh, they don't teach Lithuania and India, bro. Was my summer camp project same as the one from Diary of a Wimpy Kid? We are friends. So you met Lithuanians? No. But bro, Duolingo. So do you always know Estonian and Lithuanian? What? Okay. Okay. Fun times. Fun times. Oh, of course. And this right here is exactly why Twitch has been driving me nuts. I've got more spam. Report. Block user. All right. Sorry, had to get rid of view seller bots on Twitch. All right, 2 more world boss clears, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Venom is also a good world boss clear. Yeah, that's true. He is. And I'm sure he's even better with his new uniform. No, but read about them and the Balkans part in nationalism in Europe. I should make you an admin in chat here, Solar, on YouTube like I have you in Twitch. No, do not catch meteors to the face. That's fine, I get a second life. Another meteor to the face. Great. I don't even know if I can clear this now. Pretty sure I cannot clear that with this team. I am going to wrap it up here, though. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, and yeah, I need a break from gaming for a little bit. So I want to thank every single one of you on both Twitch and YouTube. Man, you are lazy. Who's late? What? Rude. Rude. Yeah, you too, Chad. It wasn't about admin topics. I was about to type something else. I don't think so, at least. I'm not a mod in your Twitch chat. You were. Have a great day, and us, man. Rude cross. Twitch was dead. Don't thank them. I actually had about 4 or 5 people in the Twitch chat, so, and some of them did talk there as well, including Chad and Sankar Hush. So there we go. But anyway, thank you all for. Oh, I said lag. Lag? What? Man, you are. Oh, well, it says lazy, laggy. Yeah, I do unfortunately get a lot of lag when I use LD Player, but my phone has a tendency to stream lag as well, so it gets rough. Okay, lag is fair. You're right. It does get very laggy. Your screen is laggy. No, you're good. You're good. But if you scroll up, you had a typo and said lazy. So all good. Thank you all for hanging out and checking out the stream, and I will be back next Saturday as always. So in the meantime, have a good one, and I will catch y'all then.